Hello, everybody! It's that time again where we go to school and we cry.
I'm crying right now.
Me too. Oh, has nothing to do with my very spicy dinner. Just kidding. Hey guys, what's up? It's me, your dungeon mistress, Void Doll. Hey, we're missing our bird. Make sure you spam the bird in DMs if you have the bird in DMs and say we miss you and love you. Okay, Lorelai, why don't you hit us with that sweet, wet, and slippery?
Oh,
Oh my
excuse
god.
me.
Milky recap.
This is great.
I can't.
Milky.
Yeah, hit us with that.
Hit us with that sweet, sour, and slippery recap. Let's go.
Are you trying to mess me up?
Hi, everybody.
I feel like this is against me.
Welcome to Strixhaven.
Yay! Okay.
That's
Well, this will be
just
great
okay.
practice for voicing. All right. So shortly after, probably not very shortly, but after we fought the water elemental and Havelock basically explained that we are Auric, long story short, we find ourselves basically outside of some teacher offices to be interrogated, for the lack of a better word. As we are waiting and adjusting to the fact that we may or may not be bad people. I don't know. We are still trying to figure that out. Finnick thought it would be a great idea to eavesdrop on some of the chaos that is going beyond the door. And everyone but Skyla and Lorelai listen in and find out that Havelock and Corian, I believe it's Corian, decided to speak. It was more of a fight of words that turned into a fight of potentially fists. And once again, assuming Corian, left the room with Havelock on the ground after some bitter words were exchanged. And Finnick... Well, actually, even before that happened, as they were all listening in, Lorelai found out some interesting things about Skyla by sitting next to him as he came to. I won't explain why, because that is private. And after that has happened, the other side of the door opened and a janitor came in, and lo and behold, everyone fell to the ground in very precarious positions. Lorelai managed to get them out of trouble by saying they're getting ready for the cheerleading team, and left without getting in trouble. Thank heavens. Afterwards, Finnick said that he was going to leave. And while Lorelai was interrogating him about what he was actually going to do, Cassius helps August up after everyone got off of him, since they got injured from the fall of everyone, and put his arm back into place and drew a cast of some sort. Anyways, after a little bit of bickering, Lorelai finds out that Havelock is on the ground and decides, after winning, quote unquote, a game of rock, paper, scissors, calls Wit for some backup. Wit was unable to come because Olivine is not doing well, and says that he will send a different teacher. Well, instead they decided to go in, just Finnick and Lorelai, to see if Havelock could get some help. Havelock was not doing well, and in a state of pity and wanting to helped him back into his chair. Lorelai had other intentions and wanted to make sure that Havelock knew who she was, his daughter. And to her great relief and great shock, seemed to got her answer. Afterwards, oh goodness, her name that we just saw. Help, what was her name? Kyojo, thank you. I knew it started with a K and I lost it. Came and took Havelock. Havelock said that we will see him later tonight and told us to go to lunch. After a very interesting run-in with Professor Yor and a quick scolding of Cassius for licking her hand, they went to the lunchroom. August so graciously apologized to Lorelai for frightening her, and they finally made it to lunch. At lunch, Cassius wished to speak to Kalir and Tavendel for the embarrassment that he experienced. Before that even happened, though, Skyla and Lorelai passed by, caused a little bit of mayhem, and Kalir ran out of the room in a frenzy. And Tavendel said that he would go and help, and that was Cassius's move to talk to them. After a little bit of accusing Tavendel of giving him false information, Tavendel gave further information that Seti and the entire group is in massive trouble and is accused of causing the water elemental to go insane. And essentially asked Cassius if him and anyone else in our group was willing to do some investigation to clear their name, otherwise they might all be expelled. Meanwhile, the rest of us, except for Finnick, sit with Corian, Professor Corian, and Kaylin. I am very bad with names at the moment. Skyla managed to get a little bit of points with Corian, is invited to his private book club. And August managed to not faint, which was a wonderful success for them. Afterwards, Talon got into a mini fight with Seti by threatening violence with food, while Lorelai grabbed Alon from Penelope, who was uncomfortably badgering him about what happened, and she spoke to him about what happened the night before, and that he heard that Havelock is Lorelai's father, and encouraged him to not say anything to anyone else. And in the meantime, also managed to get a invitation to Corian's, Professor Corian's book club. While that is all happening, Finnick decides to speak to Mist, and in a very tense battle of words, decided to seal a deal that Mist does not bug Finnick's friends, in return that he goes on a date with her, and they literally sealed it with a kiss. The end. That took a lot longer than I thought it would. I apologize.
It's good. Good work.
A lot happened. I'm also terrible with names if you guys haven't found out.
Nah, you good. You good.
While all of
There's
this
a lot of people.
was happening, Nim, you
Yes.
have been doing a bit of investigating. A trounce
Understood.
around the school, which may or may not have ended in what the audience was not able to witness, but a conversation between yourself and I've got his name.
Me just sneaking around the school. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Suspicious.
You got a sending message from your bugbear friend. The message was
Oh,
just
this son of a bitch.
tick-tock, Nim. Only a few hours to get what you've promised to deliver. Which
all right, I get it.
you have not been able to collect, and it's been long enough that you better go link up with the rest of your party at lunchtime. Otherwise, it
All right.
could prove your absence was far more devastating than not. And that's where we start today's session.
You just
Cassius.
burst into the room.
Yep. Cassius and Cavendale are back in the room as well. And go ahead and put your token down there in the lunchroom in the opening.
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Roll20's been behaving very poorly for me lately.
Oh, good.
Oh no!
It's all right. Don't stress about it. It happens.
All right, where's my Where am I?
Did that work?
Oh,
Grab
there
it.
you are.
Ah, there we go. Woo, there's 2 of me now.
Can you-
Double trouble, baby.
Can you move
Oh,
that way?
no.
That'd be happening the whole time, just to you. Just mass producing.
Just doing the Spider-Man point. Hey, hey guys. Whew. There's a lot of stairs in this place. Composure.
Nice of you to join us. Where have you been?
I have been out doing extremely generous and kind things for other people because I care. I really do.
Ah, I didn't know you were so charitable.
I'm the-
Insight.
I made my own charity.
Got it, roll it.
Hard
Can I roll
to-
too?
You pass. He's just fucking with you.
I'm next.
I
I'm
believe you
next.
entirely.
I'm not trying that.
August
Nim is
like,
not trying that hard.
August is like leaning on his fist, like he's got his elbow on the table. He's looking down the table at you. He's like, "Right, sure you were."
I helped a father reconnect with his family on Christmas. Okay.
On campus.
We missed Christmas.
Today's Christmas?
It's a magical school, time dilation. Anyway, wonderful. Hello. Oh, jump scare, jump scare, jump scare.
Jump scare.
Sorry, it's the stream. Sly keeps showing up.
It's the ghost of Sly.
The ghost of Christmas sleigh.
Oh no.
What did I miss,
Alright.
everybody? What's for dinner? Or what time is it?
Lunch.
lunch?
Is it
It's only
lunchtime?
lunch.
What's for lunch? What's for lunner?
There's a like he like points across the way. There's like a buffet over there, lots of different things. The broccoli is apparently very throwable, and he like looks over at Taylin.
She's sitting.
Tim's gonna wander over to the food and being like, "Don't be suspicious, suspicious," and then get some food and then come back.
Okay. As he
Gonna.
is not
Oh,
suspicious.
Yes. Can I roll to like slide myself a couple extra cookies for the party?
You sure can. Roll a sleight of hand.
All right, I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna motherfucking roll. Where's my dice? Wait, do I roll this and roll 20, or was
You
it?
can roll it.
just
you roll
like
dice.
here?
It's fine.
I love rolling my own dice. I got a.
It's as long as you put it in the dice box. What you
It's an
put.
11. I now have to wonder. Do I even have the pickpocket skill or the what do you call it, palming?
I think
It's
I think
probably fine.
Sleight of hand?
yeah.
Yeah, sleight of hand. That's right.
The 5-finger discount?
Yeah. I'm gonna get my hands chopped off over like 5 chocolate chip cookies on God. Okay. Sleight of hand plus 5. I got a 16.
All right. You managed to steal a cookie for everyone. That's
Nice.
your immediate party.
I come back and I do like a optical illusion magic trick where I have 2 plates, but it only looks like I have 1 plate, and I'm like, you see before you a single plate. Oh, but is it? And then I do the thing, and then I give them all cookies.
A dinner and a show.
That'll be 10
No.
gold pieces.
That's I was about to say you
Hang
were
on.
being charitable, but now you're not.
If you're good at something, never do it for free. He's also still messing with. He does not want 10 gold pieces.
Instead of 10 gold pieces, what about this? And Lorelai will actually show the golden apple to Nim.
It is
Oh.
the apple.
What's the significance of this particular item before me?
Corey said that to give it to you.
Oh, that's
Mm-hmm.
I remember we were having a conversation and that jokester. Well, thank you so much for bringing this to me.
If you look on the map, Ruru, you can see where Corian is down at the south by Alan. I mean, they're having a conversation. He turns in his
I'm looking with
chair
my eyes.
with his tea cup held in his lace-covered hand, and just gives you a little howdy-do nod.
I turn my face so that everyone else can't see, but not crazy bad. Like, it's mouthing, "Thank you."
Can I insight that?
Put up hands like, "Thank you." Put up little prayer hands.
You can insight, but as you do that, Corian's voice enters your mind, and it feels like talons scraping across the gray matter. It's uncomfortable. You and I are going to talk about this, Nim.
I'm not, mentally speaking, if I can respond.
You can.
I'm not opposed to it. I'm open to it.
Good.
Can you make this more pleasant? It's like nails.
Sorry.
And talons.
There's more scratching.
Yeah.
And then he withdraws completely from your mind.
Do we see any sort of expression?
I would like
when this is
everyone
happening?
to roll an insight.
Oh. Oh.
Really? Okay.
Ooh.
Big.
Okay, in the order that you posted in Dicebox, go ahead and say out loud to our audience what you got.
Damn. 13 for insight.
In a nat 20 for 24.
11 insight.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Cassius, you misinterpret it as maybe gas or
That's exactly the excuse I was gonna make.
food poisoning, maybe. Everyone else, someone's talking to him in his mind. Those of you that got at least a 20 or above, you can see that Corian and him are making sustained eye contact for just a few seconds, maybe 3 or 4, and then Corian turns back to his conversation.
You need to return to the bathroom, Nim.
Put a hand on Cassius' shoulder. Not yet, Cassius. Not yet.
You've made a lot of trips there lately.
The last trip wasn't to the bathroom, but I appreciate you paying attention to my bowel movements. Makes me feel like you care.
And speaking of,
Yes?
What bowel movements?
just a little, since you were not with us during the fight with Seti, I just figured I'd also
You
let
fought
you
with
know.
Seti?
He doesn't- You knew
I mean, we
this
can
last
fight
night.
with
We
5 of
told
them
you,
again
unless you
if
were
you
that
want to.
asleep.
I just thought it'd be funny.
But, haha.
Seti turns at your shout and flips your party off down below the table. Eyes.
I just wave back.
I also
Like,
just
nicely.
waved back.
I just glare.
And then Kalir
So was saying?
forces Seti to turn back around because Kalir has returned with Cassius and Tavin. And there's conversation happening about the pitball team. So, yeah.
I just want to mention, since you might not have gotten the memo, that if one person in our group gets in trouble, we all get in trouble. Now, I personally don't really care what you do in between breaks, but just so you know, if you get in trouble, the rest of us get in trouble. So, whatever you're doing, make sure you do it well.
Don't fucking get caught. Squint.
I'm trying my
Just like that,
best.
we were already in trouble when you got in trouble.
Does that
That was actually a moment of solidarity for me. I thought I'd get a thank you, maybe some little sign of appreciation, but I'm not petty. It's totally cool.
Thank you.
Oh, you're hilarious.
Thank you. I'm trying my best.
But luckily, we're all in trouble together. So, as a wise teacher told me, getting in trouble together builds teamwork.
It's trauma bonding.
I think we've
Right.
gotten plenty of that over the last 24 hours. But you know what? What's a
It's been a
couple
long day.
weeks more of that?
What do you guys have on your schedule next? says Talon. I've got Introduction to Draconic Creatures.
I think we
I
have
think
that
that's
as
what
well.
we
That's
have?
what we have as well.
Yay! We're all together still.
I
It's
mean,
true.
we're all roommates. So, do we have separate classes, or do we all just go to classes together?
I think the first year's classes are all connected, which means,
Mm-hmm.
and slowly, like her eyes like shine, like shing, and she whips her head over to Seti, and Seti's eyes are like shing, staring at each other.
I'm gonna shift. I'm gonna shift. So I'm like leaning across the table, like in her line of sight.
Oh,
You know what? Lorelai's gonna do the same thing.
Sorry.
Meow.
I would
Hold up.
I just get a little,
Right, you get a little riled up. It's alright.
I get a little angry, a little
mad.
rageful. Nim, can I ask you why you're taking Professor Corian's favorite apple?
We're having an affair.
Her eyes pop, and she blushes from head to toe.
I don't want to talk about it.
Amazing. That's hilarious.
You're dating Professor Corian.
You work really fast.
I don't want to talk about it.
What have you been doing?
I'm respecting his privacy, and I ask that you respect mine.
Well, can you tell us? He's so pretty.
No.
Well,
Oh,
That's funny
Ewan.
that you say that because
I don't kiss and tell.
about 20 minutes ago he was just telling us how it's not appropriate for students and teachers to be hanging out alone. He just smiles at him.
He's not my supervisor.
we have to keep Nim's secret, you guys. It's his love.
Yes.
Oh, we will.
Yes. Thank you
He's
for
in
understanding.
love.
Finally, someone gets me.
He's in love with Professor Corian. It's so beautiful.
Listen,
I
we
love
won't tell
so
anyone
deeply.
else.
August puts his hand like over his face. He just shakes his head a little bit like
I have just so much love to give.
You know, Nim, I feel like a deal needs to be made. We won't say anything, but that means you need to tell us all the juicy details. You're the one that says that gossip is the most fun.
That's so
I feel like you're better
valid.
than that.
I want to
probably
know.
not.
When did you guys
probably-
meet? What was your first date?
probably-
Have you held his hand? Did
Not
you guys kiss?
probably-
Oh my gosh, have you exchanged love letters? Oh, that's so romantic.
I love kissing so much, and also
Probably-
letters.
We probably shouldn't be discussing this right in the middle of the lunchroom with everyone else, though.
Right, we should whisper.
Yeah, you guys are being very inconsiderate right now.
Nim,
She's just
does he
very
smell
excited.
that good up close?
He was at our table earlier.
Better.
You know how he smells. What do you mean?
Yeah, but Nim's had skin-to-skin contact. They've held hands.
I can't confirm nor deny.
Ah, her eyes are shining. That's so cute. It's okay. I know it's not allowed technically in the rules, or maybe it is, but it's frowned upon. But Nim, I support this. If you love him and he loves you, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm ready
Thank
to go to the next class. Are you guys? Besides,
So ready.
Yeah, I
we
think
could
we're-
pick
I
better
think we're ready.
seats, and then we don't have
As
to
ready
sit
as
by
I'll
a
ever be.
certain stinky bug. And she says that really loud and like looks over at Seti.
I don't think you're really helping the situation.
Well, they're stupid.
though, are
They're
ya?
rude.
No, I think it's helping the situation great.
Yeah,
What are
they're
you talking about? This
idiots.
is fun.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Shut. Just yeah. Looking over.
Right
saying.
then, shall we go to class then? I'm gonna pick up my extra cookie and put it in a napkin.
Do
and
we know where we're going? Because I have no idea.
Yeah, I know where we're
I
going.
think-
I've been to the classroom before. I just really hope Professor Mahendra is not the one teaching it and it's Professor Yol.
Oh, why? Why is that?
Just reasons.
You
Insight.
wanna tell those
I'm not very
reasons
good
as
at
we
it.
talk?
Can I roll for insight?
I'll tell you while we're walking. Come on.
Okay. Okay.
And so, as you are headed to class, she.
One thing
Oh.
before we go, I try to catch Seti's eyesight and like mouth. We're cool, right?
Roll
Oh.
a sleight of hand and a persuasion.
Oh, both. Okay. Oh, I can tell you with my little eye. Oh my God, where'd D&D Beyond go? Oh. So I got sleight of hand 19 and persuasion. Another 14, so 21.
Nice.
We're cool, right?
Seti frowns deeply. Sure, we could be cool.
Okay, sounds great. See you later, buddy.
Sounds convincing to me.
You, as
sure
you
you make
do catch up with your group, Seti leans over to Kalir. I'm not fucking being their friends. And Kalir's like, I like them. Cute, nice. No, I don't give a fuck if any of them are cute. They're leeches.
It's the nicest thing anyone's ever said about me.
So Seti thinks we're cute. Interesting.
Cute leeches.
Cute
Mm.
leeches.
Yeah, that's some fan up.
Oh no.
Sounds a bit of a challenge, but go for it.
Walking away.
Shall we?
As we're walking away, Lorelai looks back, and is Finnick still there
When
after his moment with Mist?
Catatonic.
he's so what's curious about this is when you do look back, Mist has taken him by the hand and is leading him somewhere.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I meant to ask you, because Lorelai saw a little bit of it, but how much, like at what point did she actually see? Was it just while they were speaking, or was it when they were getting really intense?
What point did she see? I think you rolled high enough.
Yeah.
She could have seen the whole thing.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. And that's it.
Okay. Any other roleplay on your walk to class of Talon leading you before she info dumps on you?
Nope, just waiting for her to info dump.
I do want to talk to Cassius.
Go for it.
Yes.
As they're walking out, like in passing Seti's group, Lorelai will catch up with Cassius, and she'll just say, "Cassius, I have a question. Do you mind answering?"
Go right ahead.
So, the ink that you gave me earlier today, they were wonderful. However,
Mhm.
I was unaware that they were magical.
Oh, yes. That. My apologies for not properly disclosing that.
I mean, it ended up working out, but I do just suggest that if you do give magical items to people, maybe a little bit of a warning, heads up, or instruction manual. I accidentally got Talon into a really uncomfortable situation because of it.
Oh, my apologies for that as well. I will try to be more conscious of this next time. But
I do
might
appreciate
also
it.
suggest that while here at Strixhaven, I would imagine most things might be more than they appear to be, so just be aware.
Normally I don't take things without questioning them, but I don't know. I was under the impression that if there was something interesting about it, you would have told me. Time I won't assume.
It had slipped my mind in the moment.
I will say though, is there a way to control it, or is it just you draw and then it just becomes the thing?
Well, it is a one-time use, and when you do use it, it generally manifests what you are attempting to draw, assuming you're good enough.
Interesting. Well, when I just drew Talon's name and it just lifted off the page and just kind of flew away. So I don't know what exactly I drew. Maybe it's just the essence of Talon.
Perhaps. I am new to making it, so the properties and the outcome may be somewhat up to the magics themselves.
Well, it's really interesting that with this magic, if it's something physical, like the cast, that it obviously draws as what it's needed, but if it's something a little bit more abstract, it seems to take on something completely different. It might be something worth looking into. I would be very fascinated if something that's more abstract, if there's a way to see if there's a pattern of how it works.
Indeed, it does warrant further investigation. I will
And I'd be
attempt
more
to
than
make note of it.
happy. I'm more than happy to do that. I'm pretty decent at calligraphy, so if you wanted to see how it works with art, I might be able to help you with that. Unless you have a secret talent of art.
Well, let me see how many more I have for the day. He's gonna look in his bag. But how many? I think 2 of them have been used today. I don't know how many.
Yes.
It should tell you on the item itself. I think it's like, what, 5 or 6 pots, and you've used 2 today?
Yeah. Okay. So, what color would you like? I have a couple remaining.
Oh. 2 in one day. I'm very lucky. What colors are left?
They're very pretty, different, rainbowy, imaginative colors.
Pick a color,
Whatever
Lorelai.
one is not green. Well, whatever one is not green.
So there's
I picked
yellow,
green
there's
last
pink,
time.
there's purple.
You know what? Let's go with pink. I do
Okay.
like the color pink.
He hands you a small pot of pink ink.
Time, if I use this, I'll be sure that you're around so that way you can investigate and watch it.
Thank you. I will attempt to take notes when you do so.
Of course. Thank you for letting me know how it works this time.
Of course.
And that's it. End scene.
Do we
And
see other people
scene.
around us?
It depends
Like
on
the-
who your party's around you. Who are you looking for?
I mean, around the party. Like, are there a bunch of other students,
Oh yes.
or is it like
There's
relatively empty?
Students everywhere. Yeah. But most of them are not headed your way. A lot of them seem like they're further in their course studies and are already wearing college uniforms. Silvercoil, Witherbroom, Lorehold, Quandrex.
Okay.
Yep.
I to the group would just later this evening, when we have more of a private moment as a group, I have an important matter to discuss with the rest of you. So please do not let me forget.
All right.
This is regarding the incident with Professor Havelock, but I don't feel that it is appropriate to discuss it at this moment.
I think
Right.
that's very wise.
What happened with Professor Havelock?
Oh,
What didn't happen?
yeah.
Are
Yeah,
one of
that's
you
a fair
dating
point.
him as well?
Weren't you gonna tell us about Professor Mahendra and why you hope it's not him teaching?
Oh yeah, he's scary.
Oh yeah.
Is
Oh,
it
is
it?
that it?
He is scary.
Yeah, that's it. He's just scary.
Oh.
Ah, But scary in what way? Like we're
I
in danger
suppose
scary or
That's fair.
He's got an anklet that doesn't allow him to leave his classroom.
Oh,
That's
oh, do we know?
fascinating. Huh.
I thought that was scary.
Yeah,
I
it does
wonder
seem
what kind of
scary.
magic they used to bind him.
Clearly something that works well.
But also,
Huh.
why, as a teacher,
I don't
would
know.
that be a bit concerning?
I've just only caught glimpses of it.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I'm just asking questions.
Well,
Christian out loud to the ether, you know.
Well,
Yeah,
from
just
what I
talking out
heard
loud.
from the Strixhaven Star kids, you know, Penelope and her friends, apparently he was in some kind of prison before teaching, and this is his parole? I guess the teachers are really
A
upset about it.
prison.
Not only a prison, the prison. An interdimensional, multiversal spire where they keep the
Ooh.
most dangerous BBEGs of every campaign that don't end up dead.
Right, and he's here now as a teacher.
According
But
to
this is
Penelope,
it's just a
he's-
rumor, though, right? We don't actually know.
right.
I
According,
would be a little cautious about what she says.
I trust her.
Oh,
She
I agree.
reports the news.
I trust her. Do you know Penelope? Lorelai, you act like you do.
Cross paths once or twice.
Oh,
Like before Strixhaven?
A little bit. Caught
Oh.
a glance at her at my old school.
Oh, were you
But
friends?
from what I have heard, yeah, sure, we were friends. But
That's so cool. You had friends at your other school too. I've never had friends. Just you guys.
oh my gosh!
I don't know if I should be offended if you were surprised or not. But anyways, she's a little young and loves to talk. The problem with loving to talk is sometimes you really like to over-exaggerate.
But
I
she-
do find
How is that?
the
She
whole-
reports the news. How is she's a news reporter. How could she tell a lie?
Oh my goodness!
unfortunately, there's the truth stretching the truth. White lies and lies. It's a little more
That is
shaded
so
than just black and
confusing.
white.
How's that even? How's that
It
even
is.
allowed? Lies, white lies, half truths. There's truth, and then there's I don't want to talk to you because I don't like you. SETI.
I like how everything still just goes back to SETI.
They're an asshole.
Remember, we're
But
trying to keep
regardless-
our rage under control. Take your deep breaths and count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Ah, where's Finnick when we need the anger management consultant?
I think just counting till it's gone is probably a really good
27,
exercise.
28,
We'll-
29.
Oh, we're still counting.
You know what? If it works, it works.
I'm
But
gonna
regardless-
pull out the chocolate chip cookie that I put in a napkin, and I'm gonna hand it to her.
33. Woo! Cookie! Thanks, Pam,
All right,
friend.
well,
You're welcome.
Pam, PB Pack Anger Management.
Hmm.
Who taught you that PP word?
Oh, Cassius.
unfortunately, it's starting to stick.
Anyways, down this
Mhm.
hallway, guys. And as she takes you down the hallway, the sound of other students starts to fade. And I need all of you to make a perception check.
Oh, damn.
Fantastic.
Oh, no.
Wrecking it all.
Oh yeah!
Oh no! I just
Whoa.
my luck just reversed me.
Perception
No.
5, baby.
These are some amazing rolls.
Oh my
guys.
gosh.
Let me sing you the song
So
of my
good.
people is not
Hold
paying
on,
attention.
what's my,
Yeah.
okay. Oh yeah,
Oh,
we're
oh
my
God.
perception
5,
right now.
3. Don't tell us anything. We are blindsided.
What is wrong with all of you?
Lorelei,
We're still counting.
Okay.
Like 25, 20.
30, 31. Lorelei,
I got more than all of you guys combined.
Oh, whoa. Whoa.
Did you want us to share to the chat?
yes, but
What
before
we
that,
got?
was there any other
All right.
roleplay during the walk from anyone else?
That's all I need for
No.
now.
Any role,
Thank-
like Skyla, August,
No, I'm all good.
Oh no, I'm good. Thank you.
Cassius?
Have 4 more pots of ink, I think, after. Wait, just 3 more.
Okay.
So I'm going to give 1 to Skyla and August and Nim. That's 3, right? So
Yippee!
since Talon is occupied with the cookie.
Occupado.
Okay. Lorelei, the exchanging of ink pots is happening. The temperature increases about 40 degrees down this hallway.
Gosh.
Your fellow students, they shift uncomfortably, unconsciously rolling up sleeves, smoothing hair back, but you are actively sweating and aware of this severe temperature difference. Not only are you aware of the temperature difference, but there is a smell of sulfur in the air and an aura that is dark and brooding. The last door on the right at the end of this hallway is slightly ajar, and Taylin points that is the classroom. Go ahead and go in before her. I just need to run to the restroom. I got chocolate all over my face. I need to wash my hands. And on her toe beans is just smeared chocolate. And she hurries off. She also does not seem to be aware of this significant change.
The vibe shift is the vibes are abysmal.
But your party is still incredibly chipper, looking at this magical paint. Those of you that have received this little bot of paint, it's shimmering, it's opalescent, and when you shake it, it continues to swirl. And you can almost see pictures of little entities dancing. Fairies, trees, sun, all doodles that seem to come alive within the paint. Lorelei, what do you do?
We're distracted because I have led everyone into a little dance march of all of us going, don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious.
This is a very interesting dance.
So it's just the door that's slightly open. Does anyone else around seem to notice this? Apart from my
No.
clearly distracted friends.
No, just you. You guys are the only ones in this hallway.
Oh.
So
Well-
Cassius, you just take your arms and then you swing your hips to the right and then you swing your arms to the left and then you swing your hips back at the same time you swing your arms to the right in the opposite direction. And then your arms go in front in one iteration and then your arms go behind in the other iteration.
Nim,
I'd like
Yeah.
to see the states and how many things.
is it drastically hot? And isn't it a little weird that no one else is here with us?
Huh? Wait.
When
Oh,
when she points that out, do we now notice?
Absolutely.
And step 1, 2, and step.
oh no, the vibes are abysmal.
Yes,
You're gonna get the new
something's off.
magic.
And I think it might be our teacher, but that's just a guess, because the door up
Either-
there is where we're supposed to go.
Either our teacher or something else going weirdly wrong today, like the
Yes.
whole
What if we just
incident
walked-
with the elemental.
What if we just walked the other direction?
But
I-
there's
Don't we?
We already
Need to go
skipped
to
a
class,
class.
Yeah.
I think we should stay together and keep our eyes open and our ears listening.
What if it's just like a first year thing? Like, oh, let's prank the first years. Let's make them feel
like a
uncomfortable.
hazing
Hazing.
thing.
Yeah.
I don't like getting hazed.
I also
No one
don't
really
like
likes being hazed, but maybe it's not as bad as we think it's going to be.
I think we
Let's-
should be on our guard.
All right,
mean,
let's commit
The
to the bid.
school lets me carry a bow, so I'm on guard.
Should have really thought about
And
that.
actually-
They allow you a bow.
I know.
I'll
Wait,
give.
I have an idea. The classroom's
Shoot.
right there and open, right?
Close the door.
Professor? Why does it feel like the walls are about to bleed?
The door opens more.
Oh. That's not
Was that a
terrifying
yes?
at all.
He could have answered with his words, but you know, he wants to set a particular mood, and we're clearly being
This
invited.
might be a
in, so-
test.
His class is about draconic creatures. I mean, we shouldn't be like spook Hallian it up or anything. I feel all right. Here we go. Who's going first?
In we go. I'll go.
I'll follow next.
Resolutely, Nim marches in.
I seem confident. If I am or not, that's besides the point.
You are.
Hands in pockets. I'm nonchalant. I'm like,
You-
this doesn't bother me. Whatever.
Downright nonchalant.
Yep.
You are not the first to arrive. Other students sit in assigned seats quietly.
Impaled on stakes.
They're on crosses, upside down on crosses. Like in... Oh no, it's the 13th angel.
There is
So,
a
enemy
large
forces.
note on the desk folded that says, "Find your seat."
All right.
Oh, is this assigned seats?
Was that case that we just know where our seats are? That is our seat. We just know.
There, it does not look like there are names. It looks like,
Where are we? Wait,
you're
what's my
able
token?
to just
Oh.
pick a seat.
Just like
But it
sit.
is
Okay.
incredibly warm. It smells faintly of sulfur in this room, and there are scorch marks on the ceilings and floor.
Okay, that's pleasant.
Oh my god.
Right here.
How do we bring your tokens in?
Click your name
It's
and
the
drag
third-
it over.
I'm
Yeah,
trying
it's
to.
It's the third tab on the right.
Oh, it's on
there's a
from
text
that one.
bar.
Oh, okay. It's not from our names at the bottom. Okay.
Oh, I mean, it's PvE. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's a little spell book up there.
It's just
Yeah.
It's right there.
there's no hate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're assigned. Does it matter where I put myself down? Quote unquote.
I'm guessing it's wherever you put it. That is where you're assigned. So I'm guessing
Can
it's
you
choice,
guys can you guys hear me okay?
Like,
but- Hear you
oh,
now. If you were saying things earlier, then no.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Oh, I
man,
can hear you now. Fine.
I was like, I am just getting bulldozed over in the conversation.
Oh,
we
no.
definitely were not
Oh,
trying to
no, we know.
bulldoze.
No, 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 no.
We
no.
didn't hear you.
There's a note that says find your seats. There are no names on the seats waiting for you. There is just a assumption that you will pick and find where you will seat. So go
Yeah, I'm
ahead as
comfortable
the
where I am.
player, choose whatever you'd like.
direction? I feel like we're more like on the like a corner so it can escape. I mean,
I
my
turned
feet
to
up in the
Lorelei
middle
behind
seat.
me. Lorelei, where are you thinking of sitting?
I was planning on sitting wherever you were sitting.
Oh,
We could take this third row in the back, or we could sit next to Cassius.
well, I don't want to. I mean, it's not that I don't want to sit next to Cassius. I don't want to leave. I guess she could sit between Nim and Scott. I'm just
Taylin?
keeping Taylin in mind. I don't want her having to sit by any strangers if she doesn't want to, you know?
I have a strange feeling that she'll fight her way over to Cassius.
All right. Okay. Well, that's why I don't want to take the row with Cassius if you're going to be sitting by me,
Why don't
because I
you come
didn't
sit
want
over
to.
here?
Not okay. Not him just overthinking. It's fine.
And if you want to position your token on, it's a trick on the like seat. You can hover your token in between, like squares and hit Alt,
Oh.
and you'll smoothly sit.
Oh.
Oh.
And, oh.
Let's sit on the table.
Oh my gosh, it worked!
Yes.
Amazing.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
neat, huh?
Oh my god. Oh,
Just pressing
that's.
the Alt button.
Hello, twins. How you doing? Just don't mind me. Just squeezing through. As I
It
can.
was just all over the place.
A few other
Oh.
students arrive.
Ah! It's an angel.
Oh,
Oh no.
A few other
Oh,
first
no.
years arrive in class. Don't worry, it gets better.
I'm sure it does.
What do you mean? How could it
I'm
get any
looking at
better
it.
than this?
I'm waiting for that middle seat
I'm
to fill
waiting
up.
for a particular lavender person to show up.
Hmm.
Then class will get better.
It does. Don't worry. I just gotta
Oh,
find their
no.
token. I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling like
Oh,
a
boy.
fiend.
Oh no.
Hey.
And
There it is.
Oh.
Why are they so big? Oh, there we go.
Okay. Okay.
That's just their personality. That's just they're just big.
There they are.
There are two professors that step in at the back of the classroom. This is fun, but anyways, the one man is a tall, very wide redhead. He is as tall as he is wide. The other man is a large for an elf, wearing wide-sleeved robes in the color of silver quill. But he has a pin for every college on his lapels. And he and Professor, you assume one of them is Mahendra? The man with the black inky hair, some streaks of silver and white in it, hands over a dossier and says, "You should find this appropriate and enough to continue teaching your class." The professor with the tiger stripes on his face, the large tattoo that crawls up his neck, and the tiger's ears and tail, grins, flashing fang, and a feline suaveness. "Thank you for your help." The other professor frowns deeply. "I do it for the molding of young minds. Do not mistake my assistance in your classroom as any fondness I may bear for you." And then with a flick of his wrist, he wraps up some of those wide sleeves. One hand tucked behind his back, the other holding the wide sleeve so that it does not drag on the ground, and he exits the classroom after a quick survey. Eyes of very pale moonlight green, and an aura of intensity. when he looks at you students, you feel like he really looks at you. Through you, in some cases. And then he leaves. As he leaves, a friend of yours comes scurrying into the classroom.
Sorry, I just imagined them on all fours, like up the wall, you know?
Talon is on all fours like a kitten. And she's like, sorry. Who? Lifts this character up, sets her aside, and sits here. And Penelope's like, you can't do. She's like, I just did. Did you want to fight me?
Have fun there, guys.
I mean,
That's the energy we should all bring to the
Penelope
classroom.
is small.
So is Talon.
Very,
But,
very.
but
Yeah,
Talon,
but like,
you do watch if you watch her, because she's not trying to hide it. She lets her claws out. Whing. She's like, don't make a noise, little bird. Hmm? This is my friend. And Penelope just kind of is like, why are you a monster? I'm not a
Bless.
monster. I just want to sit by my friend.
I will say I love Cass's that your icon looks like you're trying to not pay attention to the conversation. Just look in your books. Like, if I keep looking at my books, they'll ignore me.
Sitting there reading.
So that everyone gets a vibe.
Yeah,
This is what
Doesn't even
professor.
notice.
Just reading.
This is what the professor looks like.
Oh, avoid the chest.
Let's see.
Big.
I like what I see.
He is not in any kind of professor attire at all. What the most curious thing about him, beyond like the red hair and the tiger, inflections, is one eye is a very, very bright green, and the other is a deep green. Yeah. And then he moves to the front of the classroom. And if anybody is looking for quote-unquote ankle monitor, go ahead and roll a perception as he climbs the stairs.
I'm trying to do it really subtly.
Yes, I will do.
Like, I'm trying not to be obvious about it. Is there anything you want me to roll for not being obvious?
Nope, just roll a perception. What you get will determine on if you're stealthy with it or not.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, that's much better than my last perception.
We're gonna be switching spots, my dude.
Cassius, why you like this?
One of those days.
It's a damn book he's reading instead of paying attention.
Okay, in the order that you post them in Dicebox, go ahead and roll.
18 perception.
Okay.
Natural one.
Oh, good.
18?
Nim got a 14.
Yes, I did.
Okay. Lorelai.
And Lorelai got a 7.
Okay. The two 18s, you don't see an ankle monitor. The guy's barefoot, and he's got harem-shaped pants on that plume and like tuck under the ankle. I mean, the monitor could be in the parachute part of the pant, but seems casual. He came in from the hallway, so he's not confined to just this one classroom. He looks down at the papers that the other professor gave him, and he begins to read, and he seems very bored. Dear esteemed students of Strixhaven, dragons, the very word, is soul-evoking. Images of soaring wings, ancient hordes, and unfathomable power. And he kind of skims the rest of it. And he's like, oh, for fuck's sake. And he throws it over his shoulder. Welcome to class. I am Professor Mahendra, but you can call me Rakesh. We are going to start today's studies with a new introduction of our new students. Please, those of you that this is your first time in my class, come to the front and introduce yourselves.
Oh, great.
And he motions to Skyla, Nim, Cassius, Lorelei, and August.
Him stands up
To the
walks
front?
To the front.
Well, might as well do what we're supposed to be told.
Right, here we go.
Get this over with.
Okay,
Yes,
this is going to be weird. Can I do a weird roll?
Mm-hmm.
Do a weird
And if
roll.
I'm going to, the reason why I'm going to explain in a second. If I roll 10 or more, then it'll happen. If not, then don't worry about it. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a flirt roll.
Okay, so 9. Don't worry. It
Oh,
doesn't happen. I get
no.
up. It's fine. I get up and go to the front of class.
Okay.
Hmm.
Cassius,
It helps
since
to remove my
your token
token.
is there first, Rakesh motions to you. What is your name?
Oh,
Why are you here at Strixhaven?
My name is Cassius.
I'm sorry, I did not hear you. Louder.
My name is Cassius.
One more time, please.
And my name is Cassius.
And he heard you the first time. You can tell with that smile.
Oh, was that a joke?
No, I asked you to speak it louder.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to learn. Your humor may have gone over my head, much like Nim's. Yes,
Or
and I am
summer
here.
child.
I am here to learn about magic and the different weaves and how to become a better practitioner myself.
And you. He motions to August.
Hi, my name's August Kensington.
Could you say it little louder? Small. Louder.
Right, my name's August Kensington. Looking for the that was loud enough nod.
He's just staring at you.
I'm here at Strixhaven to learn magic because I'm not any good at it.
He frowns a bit and tilts his head. Okay. And you. He motions to Lorelei.
She will come right next to him. So that way he can hear her. And she'll say, "My name is Lorelei. Do I need to speak up?"
He leans forward. Maybe for the people in the back.
It's unneeded. The people in the back already know my name.
He looks in the back. Do they? And when he does that, you hear a clattering. A chair falls, a bunch of books fall, and there's a grunting noise. And a blonde, very tired looking young man sits up in the back row opposite of Seti. And he lets out a huge. Oh, fuck. And then he sits straight and straightens the books a little bit. And Rakesh doesn't say it, but he looks at that young man and then he looks at Lorelei. But they already know you.
We've been acquainted.
His eyes narrow.
I will admit,
at
I
you.
don't think I. Although I will admit, I did not see the blonde in the back, so maybe I do need to introduce myself.
He just motions, like, do what you will. Maybe you could just not
You want me to-
yell so loudly.
I do have a problem of monitoring how loud my voice is.
Just terrible screaming all the time. I can tell.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Well, I hope it doesn't grate your ears.
His cat ears flick. And then he waits for you to introduce yourself to the students that you don't know. Very awkwardly and a little uncomfortable.
She will walk straight to the back and right next to the blonde. I have been informed by the professor that I need to introduce myself. My name is Lorelei.
He squints at you. He looks you up and down. Huge smudged circles under his eyes. Well, howdy, Lorelei. He holds out his hand.
And you are?
Wolfton.
He'll very lightly, like, oh gosh, what is it? Like, you don't like grab the hand, it's just
Yeah.
kind of like a light
He
like, touch.
He like pulls your hand in, and it almost causes you to stumble and gives you a good shake.
And you are? Oh, you already introduced your name. Well, thank you. And then she'll just turn around
Nice
and go
to
back to
know.
Rakesh.
Nice to know I'm super unforgettable, but I guess that's pretty natural of a, popular pretty girl like you.
This guy's cool.
I suggest to not make assumptions too quickly.
Oh, I'm sorry. You cover your face scales, which are dazzling, with makeup. My bad.
You know, if you don't like it, you don't have to mention anything. I didn't put on the makeup for you.
Did you know that originally, before mirrors were found, you were only supposed to see yourself maybe 4, 5 times in your entire lifetime? So if not to be perceived by others, why did you put any makeup? And Rakesh clears his throat. Right. Talk to you later, Lorelei. And he winks. Big smile.
Charming. And she'll walk back to
Very.
Rakesh.
I'm very charming. Incredibly charming. Rakesh rolls his eyes and then looks at Skyla.
So I look back, and my voice cracks, not on purpose. Hang on. There we go. Sorry. That wasn't in character. So I look back, and then I turn to the class. Can I roll for performance,
Yeah.
please? Or do you want me to explain what I want to do first?
You can do performance. That's totally good.
Can I roll with advantage? The Ties of Chaos, I can gain advantage on a ability check or saving throw. Would this be a ability check if I want to roll persuasion, or would that be on York or?
Are you using a feature?
Not necessarily. Well, I was going to use a feature, but I just want to give myself advantage because I want this to happen.
You could have someone give you the help action. And gain advantage on it.
You know what? I trust my dice. If it happens, it happens. It doesn't, it doesn't. Let's fucking go with it.
Okay.
That's fine. That's a 19 plus 3 for 22.
Yeah, it's a great.
Let's
so what-
go.
It's awesome.
So what I want to do, so I turn around, so I'm facing the teacher. I turn to the class.
Says, why are you so wide? You can't ask why people are wide.
It's no sass for this one. But I sort of, hang on, let me use that trick. There we go. I sort of start slowly walking my way down the aisle, making eye contact with everyone. Keep walking. Okay, they're walking for a while. Okay, they get the idea. They're walking, and walk back. It's fine. You can watch this. It's fine. And then
While this
do
is
like a hit.
happening,
Oh,
I just leaned to Lorelei. I'm like, do you know what Skyla's doing?
I have no clue.
All right, okay. We'll just We'll just grind bear it. Hopefully they don't.
Nim is
man.
watching this, fascinated. He's delighted. Like, what is happening? This is great.
So then I'm doing like a 180, have my arms swing out
Oh my god.
and bellow, I'm Skylar, and bow. And then turn back to the teacher.
The guy in the back, Wolfton, is like, woo! Cinema! Pure cinema!
Yeah!
Yes!
I'm right to that.
Pure cinema! He throws his books down. Amazing.
We love you, Skylar!
Rakesh,
August claps out of morbid, like, just. All right.
Rakesh rolls his eyes. And you?
Who?
To Nim. And you?
Oh, me. Hello, everyone. I'm Nim. I'm here at Strixhaven because, well, honestly, I was raised in an orphanage amongst a whole bunch of other kids, and they gave me everything they had to make sure that I had all the opportunities that they felt that I deserved. And honestly, you know, there's so many people who's sick and suffering back home, and a little touch of magic can go a really long way. And so we scraped together money, and I'm here so that I can go back home with the knowledge that I can gain as much as I can, and I can make the orphanage and maybe even my city a better place.
Wolfton's like, me too! Same backstory, same character sheet. Amen.
I point at him,
He
and
points at
I'm
you.
like, big double thumbs up, like, yeah, you
Amen.
know me. I'm like fist bumping him from afar.
We're here to make the orphans proud. Paid for
Yeah!
us with their blood, sweat, and tears. Their blood, diamond money to get us into Strixhaven. Amen, brother.
Amen. It
Amen.
is so wonderful to see someone who understands
Yeah.
me on that level, but I really hope that, you know, we could all get along together and we can all be friends, and that we could all, in our own little ways, he puts his hand like on his heart, make the world a better place.
Can Cassius do an insight check?
You sure can.
What? You really don't need
I'm not rolling for that. I love how many insights you've had
Cassius is very
today.
important.
Taylin is like
I'm just-
sniffling. Oh my gosh, Tim.
Oh god.
Oh, that's such a beautiful story.
Thank you,
Penelope's like, oh my god.
but it's not about me. Not
It's
really.
right, it's about your orphan brother and sister.
My god.
Cassius, what you
Please
get?
tell me I don't need to look at that.
I got a 7 on the insight.
You are just like Taylin, you believe everything. Yeah.
My God,
Amazing.
I never knew. He just walks up and puts his hand on your shoulder.
It's okay. You didn't have to know.
Oh,
Yeah, you never asked. It's fine. I never told.
I was worried that you were telling a joke, but there's no way something so deep and sad could be a joke.
Nim is like, there's a little visible tick of him like being like, oh shit, I definitely, they should know. They should know I'm not. Oh, I'm so disappointed they haven't, they don't
Lorelai
know
will
me by
actually
now.
look at Lorelai will look at Nim and give him the like, really, my dude? Really?
And then Rakesh says, to your seats.
No, I'll go to seats.
Now that we are acquainted,
Wait.
this is an introduction to Draconic Creatures class. And I am
Nim, I
your
thought you were over here.
professor.
Oh yeah.
If there are particular questions at all during the lectures, I am more than happy to answer them. After class, I have office times. Typically, students are welcome to bring their dinner and share it with me while we go over your results on test, quiz, the like. Regardless, when I say dragons, it's quite an invoking image. Dragons are more than fire and fury. They are the embodiment of arcane mastery. Since some of you have orphans to impress, Wolfton's like, yeah, orphans!
I'm not wooing orphans.
Your arcane mastery is your reason to be here at Strixhaven. Dragonkind are living repositories of history, and in many cases, they are the architects of our very civilization. Across the plains, dragons have been mentors and tyrants, protectors and conquerors, even like those founding of our Diskur. Niv Mizzet of Ravnica used their intellect to shape the very fabric of that magical society, while others, such as elder dragons like Tarkia or Bahamut, wield their magic to rule with an iron and hopeful claw. But even beyond their grandiosity, there are lesser draconic creatures. Wyverns, drakes, pseudo-dragons.
And when he says pseudo-dragons, you hear this little screech, and this purple dragon about the size of a house cat with a scorpion stinger on the back hops up onto his shoulder, and he scratches her under the chin. Pseudo-dragons are quite a vital placeholder in our ecosystem. They can serve as messengers, as well as small-scale predators. Sometimes they are even guardians and companions. But this moves beyond just pseudo-dragons. Drakes, wyverns, and even dragons themselves can bond. And it creates a different weave of magic. However, this enigma is indeed the connection dragons have to magic itself. This mystery is not in their size, in their intelligence, in their capabilities.
That guy was already dead.
To give an example, we are aware dragons have breath weapons, and if you are not, then you are learning for the very first time. And he claps his hands, and this greater image appears, and it is an impressive black dragon, hissing and throwing forward a plume of poisonous gas and acid from its mouth. These are not mere exhalations, but raw, arcane energy given form. And the scene shifts to a blue dragon, and you can see it flying through the skies, lightning striking all around it, and its scales are shimmering. They have an oily, pearlescent sheen. Even their scales echo with an ancient enchantment. Their language as well is a root of many spells that we utter today. We can learn everything there is to learn about raw, arcane energy, its creation, its manipulation, its consistency, for dragons and dragonkind. However, my dear esteemed students at Strixhaven, my little scholars, to chase knowledge is to chase power. But as dragons would teach us, power is to only be held by the strong. But it is
tempered by the weak. Underneath your desks, you will find your first book of the course. I expect you to have it read by the end of the week. Chapter 1 through 10. Enjoy reading them over the next 2 days. We have a quiz when you return to my class.
Don't mark me on this. What day is it in this world right now?
Monday.
Oh, okay.
On Thursday, you have Introduction to Draconic Creatures again. So you must have chapters 1 through 10 read and ready for your quiz.
By Thursday. Okay.
You will learn the basics of metallic and chromatic dragons. You will learn about their physiology, their hordes, and dive into their unfathomable power. Any questions?
August is gonna raise his hand.
He looks
Are we just gonna be learning about the two? Because I've heard there are other kinds beyond just the two. Or is that more advanced?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Are we just gonna be learning about the two groups of dragons, or I hear that there are like other ones that don't necessarily fit within the two. Are we gonna be learning about those, or are those more like an advanced like dragon kind intermediate or something?
We will dive into your gemstone dragons. We will dive into your god dragons. We will learn about them all. But we will start with the basics.
Thank you.
And then he starts to dive into the physiology of dragons and their breath weapons. Not only do dragons bear different glands and chemicals within their blood and their system. For example, a green dragon, its tongue is serrated. It actually cuts a glandular sac in its mouth to produce these fumes. And often green dragons will allow things that it's eaten to decay in its mouth to make it more poisonous. He explains the magic that it draws through its entire body, then injects into its natural breath weapon and makes it a devastating force. He also explains the railgun, Gatling gun-like power of a blue dragon's lightning blast. And part of the reason that they fly through the clouds is to charge this breath weapon. He explains that each species of dragon are highly intelligent. The least intelligent of all dragon kind, still being smarter than he insinuates all of you, is the white dragon, which is able to freeze its prey with a breath weapon. It bears a high and dense constituted layer of fat, as well as padded muscle, that even though it seems reptilian, allows it to exist in freezing cold temperatures, but it is magic that it draws through this desperate white wasteland that keeps it active and heated. And he finds this very interesting, should there be a certain chemical introduced into a recently deceased white dragon's corpse, it will explode like a nuclear bomb, and he thinks that's just fun.
It is fun. He's right.
And at the end of class, you have several depictions of the different types of chromatic dragons, mostly blue, green, black, red, white. You have visuals that he's handed out to you. You have your notebook of metallic dragons and chromatic dragons. You've been homework to read chapters 1 through 10, and he explains at the end of class why he's teaching this class. And he starts, I suppose that a lot of you might be wondering what makes me an expert on dragonkind. Why was I chosen to teach this class? Is it a proper interpretation? Are you all curious?
I'm curious. I would love to know.
I
Nods.
I too am curious.
And then he like looks at, Skyla, if you can vocalize if you like.
wants to.
I'm just taking it all
Skyla's
in.
interested.
Okay, take it all in. All right. Well, I mean,
Just taking it all in, yeah.
he has enough that he says there is not a type of dragon I have not hunted. There are 2 dragon gods. 5 if you count multiversal. I have succeeded in wounding 2 of them. And he kind of smiles.
That's badass.
That I am alive is a miracle.
Can I insight check that?
Go ahead.
Or do I just know?
Insight.
Oh, go
Insight everything. Let's go.
Let's see if it will be nice to me this time. Ooh. That's a 24 total.
There is some falsehood, but you're not sure in where it lies. Anyone, Cassius, I need you to roll a perception as Penelope leans over to you and Taylin and is like, what I heard.
Okay, this is my first good roll of the game. That's a dirty 20.
Yay!
Is there
Very
anyone
friendly.
sitting behind Penelope that's a player character? I'm pacing, I'm sorry.
No, we're
no.
we're 2 rows back.
Okay, so you guys don't hear it, but Cassius...
Unless you let me roll for it.
You could try because, sure, I'll let you and August try. And I guess in that case, I'll
roll.
let Nim and Skyla try since you're kind of the same, like, distance. It would more be like you're reading her lips as opposed to, like, hearing it.
Oh, no,
So what are we rolling for?
Perception.
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 Where's the rain?
Oh my gosh, yes. That's a 23rd. Hold up.
23rd.
21.
23rd.
Nice.
Let's roll one. Just you wait. Just you wait. This is amazing. Can't wait for this. I'm so excited. 11. Darlie, if you're speaking, I don't think we can hear you. Either that or my internet's
Hello?
gone.
Can you hear
no.
me?
Oh, hello.
Oh.
Oh my
Now we
lord.
can.
Wow. I don't know what is going on with this tonight. Okay.
You're all good.
Nim, what did you get?
I got 9.
Okay. So Lorelai and Cassius are going to... Lorelai, you're going to read lips, and Cassius, you're going to overhear it. But Penelope says, I heard he killed a dragon god. Read it on his dossier. In fact, that's why he's been in jail. And Taylon's like, oh, what? And she's nodding. Yeah, apparently some of the dragon deity's father, I guess. Big deal. Taylin's like, that's terrible. Orphans and dad killing.
Class is dismissed. If you have any questions, you know where to find me.
All right. Packs up his bag that isn't there and stretches.
Lorelai will
hit
lean
the
over
dusted
to
trail.
Lorelai will lean over to August and say, I find it very interesting that Finnick didn't show up.
Maybe he is also having stomach problems.
There's a bug going around, I'm telling you.
I think he is having a different issue than illness at this moment. I hope he doesn't get us in trouble because he skipped out on class.
Oh.
If anyone asks, we don't know who this Finnick person is.
Nope,
Agreed.
we have no clue.
No.
He was just
Finnick?
following us
What the hell are you talking
around.
about? Yeah.
Totally isn't rooming.
Bannock?
Do
He said his
we-
name
So,
was
Know what
Johnny.
class we have next? Do we have any more classes today? I'm lost.
I
Pull out my schedule.
We have schedules?
Oh my
Yeah, we've got
gosh.
a little device thing.
Oh, yeah, I still have that. Pulls it out. Forgot my
you?
password.
Good job.
Your next class is gym.
Oh,
Jim?
no.
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh
And then your last class of the day is overview of the plains.
Alright, Jim. Are we supposed to go
Jim.
change? Hopefully, it's day one. They're not
It's
really
weird.
gonna
It's
make it
it's spelled
do.
J-I-M on mine.
Maybe
Okay.
the teacher's name is Jim.
Are you guys ready to have your montage of
I
gym?
don't know what's worse. I don't know if it's Jim or a guy called Jim.
playing with the boys. That's okay.
All right, before
Please
we
let playing with the boys be the montage music.
before we get to gym, let's take a quick pee break. Okay, gosh. I'm gonna give each of you a chance to RP in case there is any RP between introduction of draconic creatures and the way to gym. Because gym, you have to walk across the quad to get to the gymnasium, which is this huge multi-purpose building that's got track, field, swimming pool, and a myriad of equipment that you could use to, you know, games, work out, you know. So anyways, I'm going to go around, Robin. Each of you get a chance. And we're actually going to start with August. It's a role play for you as your character with the rest of your class is making your way downtown, walking fast.
Walking fast, faces fast, and all that.
Make him away.
I actually think he doesn't have anything specific that he says to anyone. He looks a little bit more anxious than he normally does. Like, and he's like looking at his atlas to see if there's like anything, if it talks about what they're going to be doing in gym class on their first day. He's kind of mumbling to himself. He's like, you don't think they're actually going to make us do anything on the first day?
It's gym class. We have to fight Jim.
That's
Wait,
the
we're
first
fighting
test.
Jim now. Thought we just meeting Jim.
I like that this is August.
nothing like-
worry. You don't think we're actually going to have to gym, do you? Like, this is peak tabletop RPG right here. Oh, fuck.
He's a little bit like, they're not gonna make me like, I don't have to like run laps or anything today or
Yes.
anything enduring. And I'm
Considering what we've
I-
done so
if-
far,
you know,
that
if
should be
it's
easy, right?
No shot are we not running laps. No way.
Man, here's
But what-
hoping the teacher's like, "Who's good at archery? Go over there and shoot some targets." And I'll be like, "That's me.
Well, that'd be easy.
I
What about
carry
everyone
my
else?
bow to class."
What about everyone else? We just stand and watch.
I don't know. I mean, I
Oh wait, you don't think they might get you to target us?
sure hope not.
I mean, who knows what goes on in this school? Let's think about what we've gone through so far today.
Oh,
You know,
please don't remind
We
me.
did fight an elemental today.
that was in the morning.
Oh,
as well.
that was this
Yeah,
morning.
that was today. So I suppose gym class won't be much worse than an element. I just don't really like running long distances.
August, I beg of you, please do not jinx it.
Okay. Looks
Just
down
walk
at
fast.
the brace he's already wearing, like, oh.
I'll walk with you. Just walk fast.
All right.
Do we have any
Really.
gym clothes to change into? Is that supplied? Or...
I don't see anything on here about it.
You haven't gotten it
still
yet. If
looking.
you do,
I know, he's like, oh.
that being said, I almost said Aerodel, but I mean, yes. Lorelai,
Yes.
any role play
I mean,
for
both
you
worked.
on this little jaunt across the quad?
Yes, she's actually going to saddle up to Skyla,
Oh,
and she is going to pull out the little scroll thingamabobber that Corian gave her that matches Skyla's. And she's going to
that
say,
thing.
"It looks like we might be in the same club. If it's actually a club."
Are we saying this out loud, or was just us two here?
two of you
She
are
kind of-
probably pulled to the back of the pack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I don't think it's going to just be a typical club. I think there's a bit more
Oh,
to
it's
it.
definitely not. Have you seen
What do
what
you think it is?
kind of books Corian reads?
No, what kind of books does he read?
I managed to sneak a small glance at the book, and it's definitely some erotic
Hippos?
books of some sort.
Karma Sutra, octopuses, and you.
That's
Sure,
an
that
amazing
one.
title.
A Spelljammer's Guide
Who are we
to
to
Love
judge?
in the Stars.
I was just curious
what
if
do
you
you-
were actually planning on going or not.
Oh, I'm definitely going. Are you going?
I'll go if you go. I
Peak
I
roleplay
can't
go
right
go
if
here.
you
by
guys
myself.
go.
So
it's not
good.
as fun.
I'm
It
actually
feels a
more
little
intrigued
better
now
when
than I
you're
was before.
around. Well, it's going to be interesting because I'm not 100% sure if we're actually going to be reading or not. But I guess we'll figure that out.
Hey, it's whatever happens, happens. It'd be fun, right?
It's at least going to be interesting.
This day hasn't been interesting enough already.
I have a strange feeling that the next 4 years is going to be fascinating, at least.
Is that how long we're here for?
It's roughly, normally it's from freshman to senior, but I could be incorrect.
There are technically upwards of 7 years of this college you could take. But we'll see.
the master's degree.
We'll see what happens.
Sorry, I also was gonna ask. Oh yeah. So what I'm really curious about as well is, I think this club's gonna be nice for some networking, and to get to know certain people. But I do also have a question. You seem to be speaking with SETI and their group a lot. Is there more of a tactical reason for that, or is that just more for personal fun?
Does it have to be different? Does it have to
No,
be one or the
it's-
other?
I'm more fascinated. You're definitely braver than
mean-
I am.
What's
I
wrong with
mean-
this? Steady and I are friends.
Who said that?
Oh yeah.
Who's
The
eavesdropping?
you guys aren't too far away from the
Yeah,
pack, so they
that's fair.
could overhear pieces. It's pretty valid, you know.
Good for you, Nim. I'm very proud of you.
I mean, I'm very much someone who just likes to sort of know people, good or bad, and
Fair.
you know, get a sort of size up or size them up a little bit. You know, there's no sort of. It's not like I'm sort of planning anything. It's just getting to know some more of the colourful, interesting characters amongst the school.
Just curious because I've heard a little bit of some of the things that they spoke, just in general, and it sounds like a few of them are interested in meeting certain people within the group. Or at least Tavendel seems to be like that. He keeps eyeing everyone.
You just seem fascination. Out of character, what do I know? I've completely gone blank on what if I know.
So
who they wanna meet.
essentially, there's Tavendel like wanting to potentially like getting our whole group and their group to like intermingle and to like
Yeah,
smooth things over. They mentioned the ball as well.
that's
like
right.
all going
There's a ball. That's
together.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. And also like
Yes.
tonight, Tavendel's like, hey, let's all like eat. You can just go by yourself or you can bring your friends. There was also
That's
that
right.
as well.
That's right. Yeah. Was SETI up for meeting anyone? Or was it? I know
It was
obviously-
specifically just Tavendel that's trying to pull
Was just
strings.
Tavendel.
He's
is who you
trying
spoke
to be diplomatic.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. That's
He's
fair.
like, I'll bring my cranky friend if you bring your cranky friend, and
Your
we can all
cranky
be
friend,
friends.
Yeah.
I got you.
I-
I got you.
yeah. I mean, it's just the first day, isn't it? You know, we can keep them on their word. We can meet up with them. We can not. You know, it's just. I feel some of the party members want to meet up, and maybe some others, SETI, aren't quite as interested. Let's put it that way.
I do think it's a good idea if we all get along. I know there's the spat, for the lack of a better word, between SETI and Cassius specifically, but you know, it is a little better to keep your enemies close, if we're going to even call them that. But
Oh,
there's
absolutely.
a couple. There's a
SETI
couple
is my
of
nemesis!
characters.
I will see them crushed beneath my heel. I will destroy them.
No.
Okay, we have inside voices.
I cannot wait until we play dodgeball, and I'm gonna hit SETI in their fat head.
Oh,
Yes,
sorry,
it just
Paul?
places his whole palm on her head, like just
Palm.
Right.
palm.
Pam, 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 Pam. PP Pack anger management. PP Pack anger management. 1, 2, 3.
Taught her that word.
Well, I guess that
Also
is
two
an
letters, I
effective
guess.
way to do that.
I don't think that works for everyone.
It definitely wouldn't work for me, but I'm glad it works for her. But anyways, yeah, I was just curious. I've noticed you've been talking with them a lot. I am not the best at just initiating conversation for no reason, but I am also intrigued of keeping them a little bit closer, just in case.
You never know. You never know.
Yes, I agree. But I just figured
Makes
since
it-
we're going to be in the same book club and we both seem to have interest with SETI, I wonder if we should do a little bit of teaming up.
Oh, what do you have What do you have planned?
Tag teaming SETI.
Oh my.
Whoa.
I...
Oh,
At the same time, let's go.
oh my god!
um,
Late night stream. Let's go. Did my bot get my bot got a sub? Sorry, I got an email.
I'm just saying it's a little easier to socialize when you're not alone. It's a little bit harder for people to gang up on you.
Yeah, I suppose you get used to it. Like sort of, it's how you sort of present yourself as well.
Oh, of course. It just makes it a
but it's-
little bit easier.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, if you happen to be hanging out with them, let me know. I might be free. But otherwise, maybe we might see a few of them with Corian and his club. With little air quotes.
Yes, club.
It will at least be fascinating.
With that being said, is there any more roleplay for Skyla?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Roleplay for Nim. On your jaunt there.
I can't think of anything
Okay.
right now.
No problem. Roleplay for Cassius. On the way there.
He's gonna walk up to Nim, be like, I am very glad to get to know you, and I'm sorry that your journey here has been so rough. It is good to be friends. I understand how hard it can be growing up in such a rough environment.
Let me put in the best music for this, okay? Hold on. 'Cause I got you with this. Nim.
Cassius. While my upbringing was different than others, it probably wasn't as rough as I may have made it sound. But thank you.
You mean you didn't lose your family and like?
Oh, all that happened, but it's not like I ever
Oh.
knew them.
Oh, I'm sorry. That kind of makes it worse, to be honest.
My family was very large, let's say that. I'm somewhat blessed in a way. Don't worry about me. I'm fine.
We are friends. We have been trauma bonded, as others have said. So, I believe it is our duty to worry about each other, to care.
Trust me, I have other problems. We'll worry about that down the line.
Well, I hope that you can bring them forth to us.
I might not have a choice.
Can I please insight check Nim?
Yeah. Taylin,
Please.
at this point,
The
Nim.
amount of insights that Nim has had this session.
Taylin is like, I'm here for you too, Nim. Like whatever you got going on, I'm gonna help you, okay?
Thank you so much. I really wasn't looking for attention, but thank you. Appreciate it. You are amazing.
Were you not looking
Point-
for friends? But you
Pointing at
found them anyways.
I'm always looking for new friends.
What about real ones?
I mean, I like to consider most of my friends real friends.
Like the kind of friends when you're drunk and alone, you'd call them at 3 a.m. and they'd bring you a bagel or a donut?
Yeah, I have a handful of friends like that.
That's amazing. I can't wait till I get friends like that. And she
Well,
comes to stand next to you. She
you-
comes up to your chest.
you are on the right track.
So if you need a bagel or a donut, Nim, or you, even Cassius, you just call me on your atlas. 3 a.m., lonely, I'll be there.
Ditto to you.
Her eyes get huge.
I mean it.
And same for me, for the both of you.
In this moment, Taylin loses her voice and just has to blink fast, clear her throat, and nod. Then mutters a quick, "Excuse me," and rushes to the front of the pack, where she keeps a distance. You think she's just a little overwhelmed with emotions, whether you intended them to happen or not.
Can I sleight of hand her a handkerchief?
Mm-hmm.
Now, while we shared a intimate and close moment with each other, and I'm emotionally secure as a man in being open to being emotionally vulnerable, I do think we should move on.
I mean, we
Indeed.
are walking. If that's what you mean.
I'm overloaded on this particular interaction.
Cassius is gonna give you a big smile and then like a unintentionally hard clap on the back.
Ow! I have glass bones and paper skin.
It is good to know you. Let us continue to class.
All right, Lorelai, with your passive of 16, what are you looking for from this interaction with Nim?
I am. How much of his story is bull?
All right, Shadowroo with a 16. What does Lorelai pick up?
Probably. Let me think. The 16?
Mm-hmm.
What's the right word? The benevolence is he was fucking around basically.
Uh-huh.
So that's pretty, definitely gets that. The past background orphan thing is a bit more, I want to say, what's the word? It's not as clear.
There's some truth in there.
Okay, that's what she mostly cares is how, like, is this all lie? Is there, like, mix and mix, or is it full truth? So if it's
Yeah.
mix and mix, that's all she needs to know.
What is it? Was
Hey,
it
there's
a
some
real orphanage? Or was it just an orphanage type situation? That kind of thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Some of it's legit, but some of it is definitely not.
Oh yeah. But also like if you were, paying attention at the time, Nim was definitely like knowing that you guys know him at this point was not really trying that hard to be like extremely deceitful, for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Got it. There's some sketchy truth with all of that. Cool. That's all she needs to know. She doesn't need to know exactly what. She just wants to be like,
Okay.
how do you play this game?
I need the group to make a perception check.
Oh, goody.
Yay!
Another one.
This one is a group.
Another one.
Well, another one as in another one as in
Oh,
that
dang.
one. or-
I'm losing my luck. There we go. Look at how the turns have tabled.
Those tables have been turned.
Right, this dice is done.
180 degrees.
And then I need August, if you'll add them all up for me, please. This is a group check.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you guys.
No, I think okay. We've got 380. We've got 218, 21, and then 14. So I think we're fine. I say that.
Just watch, we're 1 point down.
That's happened before.
Just
Hmm.
just the
Yep,
spy
that
test.
happened. That happened to my group last night. Mm-hmm. That was great.
Hold on. I'm mathing. I'm not a quick maths.
50.
15 total.
Hold on, I gotta check my math one more time. Oh my god, no, that's not right. I'm getting a different number every time. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at this.
You got a calculator?
Using one.
I give you the help action.
Okay, the help action. I got it.
Nat,
okay,
you got
hold on.
this.
I've got it. Holy moly. I don't think I do. Okay. Someone. Okay, hold on.
Can someone
Yes.
else do it? Is that what you're asking?
No, please don't. 82 twice. Everything else I only
Okay.
got once.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I believe that's the correct answer.
Are you sure? You feel good about it? You ready?
Final answer.
I'm red and embarrassed. Yeah, 82. That's the number.
Okay. You all hear. You come up to the flight field where the gymnasium is, and you hear this really deep. And keep running! Left, right, left! Go, go, go! Your time's short! Time is short! You got 10 seconds to get from this side to the other side. You think you got what it takes to be on a pit ball field to play Wizard Tower? Well, you don't, maggot.
I think we found Jim.
I'm gonna die.
Uh,
This is
we're in
where
military.
I die. It was nice meeting y'all.
And as you step in,
Taylin,
it
you
is-
can keep my.
filled with sweaty students, scholars of the skinniest variety, panting and suffering. You hear, "I'll make a man out of you." Yeah.
Oh my god.
Boy, was I a fool in school for cutting Jim.
towards us
Yeah. Yep.
till the sun's arrive.
You hear that huge voice again.
We're all
If
in
you
this
think you're
together.
safe at your homes and in Strixhaven from the Oryx, you're wrong. Magic is a threat, and we are learning to hone ourselves into that threat. You do not see the teacher, but the voice is massive. It is booming. It is huge. And this group of 3rd and 4th years are running in gym clothes. And they are dripping in sweat. And out in the middle, you see a very familiar blue-skinned babe. And that voice, Kyojo, that's another 1,000 of those squats and jumping jacks. And she just, okay. And she starts doing the jumping jacks, and then she drops down into a burpee. She starts doing the jumping jacks and into a burpee. And she's quite impressive to watch, but she is also drenched in sweat. In the very far corner of the gymnasium, you see the cheer squad. Aurelius in his glittering outfit. It's very cheerleader, if you can imagine that with me. And that voice is like, Aurelius, I want your pyramid to be the best pyramid. All of you stacked. Perfect. I want to feel the quandrix moving through your formulae. And Aurelius is like, right, we're very tired. We're very tired. Did I say stop? Right. I just don't think that there's going to be an evil wizard attacking during the first game of the year. You don't know that. And then Aurelius spots you guys. And there's a moment where all of you realize he's going to divert attention. And he gives you a, I'm sorry, look. It looks like the first years have arrived, sir.
What? No. I mean,
The sea of students cuts like water. You
We
do
fought
not
earlier.
see the professor as they move through the crowd, but it is clear that everyone is getting out of this professor's way. So you're the first years, are you?
Of course.
who are we looking at?
Look on your,
Mr. Owl,
look on
bro.
your Discord. The Owlin stands 2
Of course it is.
Foot
I knew it.
3
I knew
inches.
it. I knew it.
2 foot 3 inches.
Ah. I knew it.
Indeed, we are the first years.
And he says, "Welcome to gym class."
The name is Professor Poe. It's a pleasure to have a lot of you.
Is it? I mean, it's a pleasure.
Over to the left are your locker rooms. Over to the right is your snack and drink station if you feel a little hyperglycemic.
I put my hand up.
He just stares at you, and his head like kind of twists a little bit.
Yeah, it does. Do we? What do we? Do we get changed? Like, I don't have any gym clothes.
Your gym clothes you'll find in a locker that I've already given you a subscription for.
And
He says, follow me.
and when he walks, it's like a little.
Aye, aye, Captain.
It's a little. Like one of your
That is-
step is like
that is
20 of
crazy.
his. And then he holds the locker room.
Let me give you the tour. Come on in.
And he shows you the locker room.
Boys that way, girls that way, non-binary friends right through here. Your names have been assigned on these small gym bags here.
And each of you get a duffel bag that's got your name embroidered on it and the school symbol. And within there's all sorts of gear. There's looks like gear to play rugby, and looks like there's gym clothes, and
rugby.
looks like there's gear to play football and soccer, or football in both cases, as this is.
So I understand soccer. Don't worry.
It looks like there's a baseball glove in there and a baseball, all of it with like a Strixhaven, paraphernalia. These are quite big, duffel bags. There's also this is fun.
Cricket.
There's croquet mallets. Croquet mallets. Yep.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. Okay,
Yep.
man. Yeah.
There's lacrosse. There's volleyball. There's knee pads. There's skates that are yours.
knee
Any
pads?
kind of athletic endeavor you can imagine, there are pieces of equipment stacked neatly on each pile in the locker room, like right before it branches off. There's a little drink station and then a bench, and on the bench before it branches to the 3 different non-binary male female, that's where all your duffel bags are. And you get your own lock, which he explains, you can take your lock and you can magically lock it, or you can do your number system. Any questions so far? Good. There
I
is a
do have
variety.
question,
Don't
Professor.
interrupt me. There is a variety. There's a variety of athletic courses in this school that you will be allowed to take. Naturally, it is for free, and it is what you feel that you can do. Now, there is also a social dance course, which all of you will be learning to be gentle lords, ladies, guys and gals, and non-binary pals. The term gentle in this case is that you are taught to dance and move across the dance floor like it is a politician's smooth bald cap. I will be teaching the course. Believe it or not, but I was, in my heyday, a professional ballroom dancer.
I believe it.
As you should. I also survived the Great War, but we won't talk about that.
No.
Just imagining a moment of 1,000 yards there.
I so desperately want to do an insight roll, but I'll wait.
Today, students, will be an assessment. I just want you to do what you feel you can. The gym itself and all of the equipment is magically spelled to track you like a little Fitbit on your atlas. Go ahead and take those little things out now. And click on the green icon that says Professor Poe's magnificent, pretty, particularly, potentially, perfectly gymnasium course.
Another pee-pee. Pee-pee.
More than just 2 peepees. It's all pa. That's what it sounds like when you're boxing. You'll notice that you have boxing tape and gloves as well.
Yes.
It's the feeling of the match before the ring. It's that anticipation. Questions now?
I would kill for you.
He just looks at you. I will not
Yes.
kill for me. If death reaches me, it will be a fine day.
I
I'm not
think
gonna
August
unpack
is
that right
more
now.
pale than usual. It's just like, oh.
I'm open to taking questions now.
I do have a question.
Speak.
Earlier, when you were instructing the other students, I think I overheard you say something about worrying about attacks from orcs or magical orcs.
Oryx.
What are orcs?
You ever seen
Evil wizards.
Evil wizards.
Wizards of evil. Weevils.
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 They're dark
Never heard of-
spellcasters. Suck the life right out of you.
Oh. Are they common around here?
They're everywhere, all across the multiverse. They're like roaches. And he looks really far away for a minute. And then his head spins around like an owl and he blinks.
The roach student in the back is like, hey.
Have any of you heard of these oryx before?
We've heard them before.
Oh. I must have missed that.
They're the most evil, vile, sentient beings in existence.
That's pretty, that's pretty evil. You're sure they're the most
It's the truth!
evil? All right. Yes, sir.
Guess we should stay in shape then, in case we must
Case
face
you
any
gotta
of these
run.
oryx.
That's right. In case you gotta run. Because I'll tell you what, sometimes you can't outrun magic. Moves too fast. And he gets 1,000-yard stare again.
Should we
Lost my
not
whole
engage
family.
them?
I think that's why he's saying we need to be able to run so that we're not engaging them and we're running away.
Well, I hope that we get to learn more about them.
The
It's
secret,
quite crucial.
usually, to fighting magic users, and I know we're all magic users here, so we can be mature about this. But the secret to fighting magic users is to make them dead before they even know you exist.
Stab them while they're sleeping.
I think the best advice for any fight is to just not be there to begin with.
Not true.
Oh, obviously.
Best fight for any fight is to make sure that you and your partner are flanking so you get advantage on the attack, and then you can sneak it. When you sneak attack, you do a maximum amount of damage. I was there. And he's like on your
was it
shoulder.
like?
No!
He's on your shoulder,
What was it
August,
like?
as he's explaining. It was bloody and it was
Hey,
dark.
Professor, really quick, what's your favorite food?
My favorite food. I really like cotton candy.
Tears. What?
Cotton candy, you know, the kind you get at
Oh,
festivals.
cotton candy.
Love that shit. You know what else I love? I love them little noodles. Slurpy kind.
I also love the noodles.
Anyways, get dressed. Time for your assessment. And he hops down off of August's
Aye, aye,
shoulders.
Captain!
You do well. Don't worry. Only do what you feel you can. If you can't do any more, go ahead and have a seat in any other benches. I'll put you in a special course based on your needs. But we're gonna make it so each of you can outrun an Auric if one is chasing you. And then he salutes you.
Yes, chef.
Salutes you. Dismiss.
That is my favorite professor.
And he turns around.
I imagine, yeah, it's like the little boop 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 sounds that like they make like cats and stuff in animes, like Luna and Sailor Moon. Does little beep 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 sounds when she runs.
He is an owlin, for any that are questioning. He's a little owl, and he does hop when he walks. So,
So cute.
yep.
Do we see the little leggies
Yes,
pop up?
they're very skinny. Very skinny little leggies. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
Bless. I love owls.
You hear him outside. Someone's
I
like,
also love
Professor, I think I
owls.
sprained my ankle. He's like, you better put some ice on it. But let's not go to the freaky nurse. Come on. I also happen to be...
Go to the freaking nurse.
Yep. He's like, I also happen to be a physical therapist and a phys ed doctor. Come on. Yeah.
Oh, dude,
Yep.
that's so funny.
So,
Go to the
Aw.
freaking nurse. Glad that he understands.
and so you are left to choose, ladies, gentlemen, or non-binary bathrooms for your locker, where your stuff will be stored, and to change into your PE, your Strixhaven issued PE uniforms.
Well, I guess I'm going alone.
What? No, I'm gonna go with you, says Talon.
Okay, that's great.
I mean, I could go in the boys, but that would be the naughty. I haven't even held someone's hand yet. I'm not like Nim.
Me neither.
Wait, I thought you held Corian's hand.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's so romantic. I love Professor Poe.
Yeah, that's my favorite professor. Right?
Yeah, listen, my favorite thing, he got me a giant hamster ball, and he just lets me take out my rage outside in the field. It's the best experience ever.
You bowl
Wait,
people
wait, wait,
over.
wait,
I
wait,
do.
wait, wait, wait.
I do pull people over. Especially Seti.
Okay. Next time you use it, can you just let us know? Just use the pan pal thing machine.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
let
I
us
could
know.
text you on the Atlas.
I want to be there.
Well, actually,
Yes, I wanna be
technically,
there
we're
to
not
see
supposed
that.
to
I
have
would
our
really like
phones
to
at
see
PE, but this is my favorite class. He also
Okay.
runs a crochet club where we make stuff. I'm really bad at it, but it's super fun. And he's got the fidget spinner
That's
room.
cute.
Oh, and there's the puppy pit.
Excuse me?
Wait.
It's a,
Can you explain the puppy pit before
It's
any
w-
further?
it's a life-changing experience. When you get in trouble,
Okay,
you
what-
get put in the puppy pit. I
And
imagine you'll
what
probably
happens
spend a
in the
lot of
puppy
time there,
pit?
August.
What?
Oh.
Why would you say that?
Punishment?
Yeah, it's the best punishment in all of the college. And I also say it because I saw you hit someone with a chair, and I also have rage problems, so I end up there a lot.
No.
I hit that guy with the chair because he was gonna catch your head on fire. I feel like it was justified.
No, I absolutely agree. I would have stabbed him with my fork. I would have given him an impromptu trachea.
Okay. Right. So we do need to start trying to sort of channel our rage in more productive things rather than forks and.
Yes.
But don't let it
wheels.
go permanently because it's also
yeah, don't let
very
it go.
useful in a pinch.
Yeah, of course.
But
You have to know
choose
how to
when
draw a
to use
line in the sand.
But I
and
love
when to
physical
assert
ed.
yourself.
Gym is the best. And you just get it all out. And then she starts counting 1,
Right.
2, as she like heads into the
Well-
locker room. 3, 4, 5.
Wait.
She's
Before,
counted again.
before we continue, I really need to know: are the puppies evil?
Talon's
and they
walking
hurt
away.
you?
I'm thinking, is it like
Walking away.
Sounds like you're just gonna have to go ask her while you're changing.
Well, I'm going in the same direction, anyways. Talon,
Have
please.
fun.
I'll do my best.
So we'll meanwhile in both lockers. So we're meanwhile over to the boys' locker first. Who heads into the boys' locker?
Going in the boys' locker.
Okay, Nim,
Cassius. does well.
Cassius.
Playing with the boys.
I will also join the boys,
All right, Skyla.
but I will be hesitant.
I'll go in last.
Okay, August.
The boys.
Okay. Since August is last, I need you to roll a perception.
Oh.
Oh. I get to perceive something.
You do get to
maybe?
perceive something.
If I don't roll shitty, oh
Yeah, don't ruin this
16. I
moment.
got a 16 plus 2 for 18.
Okay.
Let's go.
Stepping into the room with you in that little locker space with the
You step on the professor.
water station and the lol. He's very little, but yeah. And the bench. Seti comes in, SETI and you make eye contact, and then SETI moves into the non-binary locker room.
Interesting.
It's only you,
Would've-
August, that sees him.
All right, I would have just nodded,
Alright.
trying really hard not to seem aggressive at all.
Getting jumped.
SETI flips you off
You,
and mutters under
Are
your
you
breath
good?
that you're a punk bitch.
You're getting jumped.
I'm really not, but that's.
but
alright.
we none of us else saw this.
Nope, you
Yeah,
three.
just
This is
me.
you three boys have already stepped into the boys' locker room. It's just August. Yep.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
And
It's
SETI.
happened. It's been
SETI just
established.
mutters like, "Punk bitch."
August just shrugs, then heads into the locker
What's your armor
room.
class?
Oh, all right.
What?
Okay. All right. Okay.
What'd I say?
16?
15.
15? Okay. You turn away.
That's pretty good.
You hear someone drop a bag and rush you. And SETI's got a hold of your collar and they slam you against the door, headed to the non-binary locker room, and pushes you through
Okay.
it.
Okay.
I should have gone to fucking non-binary fucking locker room. Me trying to be one of the boys.
Borg is like, fuck!
I was.
You know what?
At the beginning, like,
Your
I
your
don't
character,
about any-
Skyla, could change his mind and be like, you know what? I'm gonna go check and I think we should be in
No,
twos.
I wouldn't know. That's the thing. I wouldn't because I'd be like, no, I
You
want to be with the
will.
Died a
boys.
little bit.
so
it's
you
okay.
will in a moment know when August doesn't show up.
Yeah, okay, that's
So
fine.
SETI,
Right,
like-
yeah, no,
So
Who knows? For all
SETI,
they know, I could have gone in the other one.
right? SETI explosively just shoves you backwards. You trip over a couple of the benches and they screech. And SETI's like, so what are you all really all about?
Me, myself? What do you mean? I just... What? We got off on a bad foot.
You took a chair to my mate's face.
I took a chair to your mate's face because he was going to take fire to Dalen's hair. I feel like in opposite situation, you would have done the same.
You think that little
Right.
fucking witch doesn't deserve it?
I think few students, especially of the first year, probably deserve having their head caught fire.
So what are you?
What do you mean? What I'm a person like you, like your mates. I'm just a person.
Oh yeah. Why are teachers talk about you like you're not?
and
he's
SETI like
going
pops their knuckles and
to-
steps forward.
Why is it your name keeps fucking coming up when everyone's talking about Oryx? And Corian seems to got some dick up his ass about you. What was that?
August has his hands like in front of him, palms out, very like non-aggressive. He's like, "Look, I don't know. I'm not them. I'm just trying to go to school like the rest of you."
Fuck you.
I'm not-
Quit your fucking act. I saw you. I saw you in that fight.
And SETI gets basically chest to chest and is poking you in the chest.
You've killed people before. I fucking know that look. So don't come at me saying you're not comfortable with violence. You're not that little fucking prince type. Like, what is his name? Miss Reed? Fucking Finnick? You're not a titty twat like that. You're not a let's drink tea and let have mommy take care of us type. I've seen it in your fucking face. So stop lying to me. What are you?
not to stop roleplay is amazing. I just realized something, and obviously you can say no, it's fine, whatever. You said that we each had our kits and bags with our names on it, correct?
Yes.
Therefore, the bags and stuff will be assigned into the locker rooms that the school has decided upon us, correct?
You choose your locker room, but you have your bags.
But the bags are in the locker rooms ready for us, correct?
It's in like the entry room.
Yeah, entry room.
Oh,
The
okay.
bags were laid out in the entry
Okay.
room. Yeah, you pick up your
Oh.
bag
I will
and
say,
then you go in the
Nim,
locker room.
I thought I was like,
Skyla-
oh wait, I
Nim,
want to see your
Skyla-
name on it.
And Cassius, your guys' passives are, you know that August was gonna follow you, but you assumed that he was gonna stop and get water because there's a little water station. But it is a significant couple of minutes of August not showing up. If either of you three boys would like to go to the non-binary room because Lorelai didn't see it at all, you can. I will just let you know when you come in at the dramatically appropriate time. With that being said, Cassius, would you come into the non-binary locker room just to see what's going on?
I don't think Cassius like knows how everybody identifies. So
Correct.
if August didn't show up, he'd probably assume that's where they went.
Okay, fair enough.
But I don't think he would go without reason.
Nim?
August would have said something. I'm gonna go in there.
Okay, and Skyla.
Just trying to think. I know what I should have done, but I would be one of the boys. It's fine.
Everybody would have said something.
Yeah.
Everyone loves to say goodbye and hellos, and
I'm
Everyone's
okay.
so
What I
damn
would
polite.
I would go to the entrance where the rest of their bags are to see if August's bag is or
August's
stuff is
bag
there.
and Seti's bag are in the entryway. Yeah.
Huh.
So with
I
that
will
being
then
said,
go towards the non-binary
if the two of you,
locker rooms.
Skyla
Yep.
and Nim, would go in, I'll let you know when you show up.
yes.
Back
Cool.
to August.
I ready my knife and my weapons and my spells and my my pet dragon. Jim.
I think if they both left, Cassius would have at least asked where they were going,
Okay.
and then that might be enough
I
reason
think
for him to
Nim
go.
would have probably said August would have let us know, right? I think
Mhm.
Nim would have literally vocalized that.
Yeah, then he would follow the two.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll let you know.
So what the fuck are you? Why are you really fucking here?
He's just gonna stand his ground and say, I'm just here to attend like everyone else. If someone thinks I'm special, I don't know why.
Roll a deception or performance, your choice.
It's gonna be a 19 on a deception.
Okay. Seti sucks their teeth. You beat them by 1 point.
Nice.
Sure, we'll say I fucking believe you. But you're not what your dossier says you are. A prince? A prince that has killed people before? Who's only, what, 18 years old? No fucking way.
And Seti then shifts and takes a more feminine form, but there's something more lethal about this femininity.
I'm only gonna say this once. If you hurt one of my mates again, or if your precious little Taylin loses her shit, and we're not somewhere that the teachers are gonna get after us, I'm putting an end to it. Permanently. You and the cat not gonna lift their head from their pillow one more night.
Why don't we just try to get along?
'Cause you're a liar. And that's when the locker door opens up and your three friends step in and Seti leans away from August and their body shifts
We are
to
here to save the day.
a more
joking.
masculine form. Looks like your crew is here for you. Seti raises their hands, palms out towards you, August. Just a bit of conversation, lads.
Insight.
Yeah. I don't even insight. I know that's a fucking lie. Or do I need to roll?
You don't need to roll.
Yeah.
You know that it was a lot more.
Considering, you know,
Yeah.
August on
August
the
like
floor.
adjusts his clothes and says, "Nice, right? It's just a little bit of conversation."
To you,
Oh,
August,
oh.
Seti mouths.
Sorry.
I'm on to what you actually are.
Okay. Well, August is gonna not react to that. You want me to roll?
Are we allowed to role play with this,
Yep.
Dolly?
Go for it.
Okay. When I went to check the bags, I did pick them up.
You got
and
Seti's bag?
I sort of. Yep. Yep. And I walked towards Seti. So how tall is Seti?
Seti is 5'8".
Okay, cool. That's fine. About 6'9". And go. You forgot your bag, and sort of forcibly push it into the sort of chest area.
They stumble a little bit, but they take the heavy bag. Thanks.
I don't respond. So I just look and smile.
And Seti steps back as you step forward, and is eyeing you, Skyla, and then over your shoulder, Nim and Cassius.
Right. I think we're done here.
Yeah, I think we're done here. You know, it feels like the room's got a bit of tension in it, and personally, I don't think any of it's necessary. You know, we're all just trying to get by.
Agreed.
Let's look ahead to what Professor Poe's got for us, huh? Gonna be sweating. Gonna be bleeding, probably. Some of us might die.
Seti rolls their eyes, and then they shift into an incredibly feminine form again, drop their bag, take their shirt off right in front of you guys, and just start changing.
Don't even flinch.
Right. Well, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Don't want to keep everyone else waiting.
We'll finish our talk later, August.
Keep what I said in mind, please.
Really looking forward to being friends.
Finally.
Same. He says that, and he just turns his head and does is looking for eye contact with Seti, but like when he says same, he means it.
Okay. Seti, there's internal quiet communication, and then you hear someone else from probably there's another entrance into the locker room, and it opens up, and a very familiar face pops in, and oh, hello. It's so good to hear you are all being friends. I like that a lot. I went to the boys' locker room to find you did not, so came in here. Hello, Seti. And Seti's like, oh, God. And Seti's like, oh, Apple says, why are you so grumpy? Stop being grumpy. Oh, too cute for be grumpy. Don't touch me. Oh, you need a hug. I'll hold you. Here. No, get off me. Apple just lifts up Seti, squeeze, sets down. Is okay. I understand. I am also an orphan and wish I had parents to love me. Pats Seti's head. Seti's like, fucking Apple, and just takes their bag, looks at the lot of you, and leaves the locker room. Anyways, I am here with a message from Professor Havelock and Professor Witt. Which message would you like first?
Have luck, please.
Yeah, go for it.
When Seti leaves, can I interject something?
You sure can.
As they're passing Cassius in the back, he'll hold the door open for them,
Oh, wow. Okay.
and he'll just whisper that we don't have to be enemies. I know it wasn't you. And that's it.
Seti's eyes flick up to you, and there's a lot of mixed, swirling feelings. They pause, so the two of you are gazing at each other for a sustained moment. And then Seti, like a true tsundere, makes that like anime sound and walks off. But there was something there, Cassius. Regardless, Professor Havelock says that the meeting is going to happen now, and he's going to pull you from gym. He's very sorry.
August looks
All of us?
relieved.
So, no need to change
Wait,
into
all
your...
of us, which is August.
all of you, so there's no need to change into your gym clothes. I just can't go into the girls' locker room, so I'm going to wait for them to come out and then tell them the message.
Well, I can go in. It's fine.
Okay. And so Professor Olivine, from WIT, Professor Olivine is recovering well. Apparently, the magic that exploded had, well, it very terrible. I should not know this, but I do because, well, I could read the formula as it was happening, but oh, it is all right. Don't worry, everything is fine. Perhaps I should not say this out loud. Hold on. Should I?
Are they inside thoughts that you should probably keep inside?
Well, it is that the professors do not know that I know, but Corian knows that I know because I am very good at magic. I will eventually become the oracle of, well, all of Strixhaven, because I am very talented. Don't say anything, but magic has a arcane pattern in the air, and only less than 0.001% of all casters can see it. In fact, even the greatest Quantrax professors cannot see the array like I can. I am gifted to see words and to taste colors.
So, are you saying that you know what happened? And who caused the elemental to go out of control?
Not who, what?
Was it one of these evil oryx?
Yes. In fact, it was meant to drain life, specifically. And using Talin's power as a conduit, it took a piece of Olivine's soul. Which is why she was so resistant to Wit's botany. But, don't worry. Apple is sure everything will be just fine, and Olivine will recover, and her soul will mend. That is the precious thing of mortal souls. They can mend. If she were a deity, well, then she would be in a lot of trouble because their souls are mostly magic, and when magic is consumed by a auric, it does not come back. So, she is lucky that she is mortal. See?
Apple,
Yes, August. Hello.
when you talk to the girls, could you not maybe don't
Oh, tell them that Seti was going to beat you, and that you were trying not to beat up Seti?
No. Maybe don't let Talin know that her magic is what was the conduit.
Oh.
I think that would make her really upset.
It would probably be very good for her to know, so she does not just, cast the spell again and kill someone on accident.
There's
I
a
don't even
way
think she did it on
to
purpose
say
in the first
something
place,
like
but-
that.
I would leave it up to you, Nim, if you are able to handle such a situation. Apple would just tell her like
Yeah,
it
I
is.
probably could.
Ah, okay. There is something I must tell you as well. While Finnek was inside the elemental, there is a stain among him. He was collected by Malachi Vex,
which is why he is not in gym. And perhaps
Oh.
Sly and Dole will have a one short small episode that we'll see. But regardless,
Who said that?
he
Dragon doll.
he is infected, but he will recover. So,
Can we go see him?
no, you should meet with Hablock, and then I will not get in trouble. Please.
And we wouldn't want that.
I mean, I am okay. I'm going to detention with you anyways.
Oh yeah, we still got that to deal with.
Yes, I am your mentor. I have taken all of you to shelter. I am kind of like the prefect of your tower, your dormitory. So I will take all punishments with you.
Oh.
But I like punishments. They are very fun. There is
Can
something
we-
to
I
learn.
love punishments.
Can we make sure that Finnick is excused for absences today due to Finnick's
Oh yes,
condition?
Evlock has seen to it.
Okay, thank you.
Though I am. He kind of wiggles a little bit. I have the gift of precognition as well. Ah, I am sharing too much. I will go for now. I just am excited for all of you here at Strixhaven. Okay.
I'm excited for you here at Strixhaven.
I am going to live the rest of my life here. It is a lovely place. Goodbye.
Apple,
Bye-bye.
can I ask you a quick
Bye
question?
bye.
I was just curious if there was any other indication of the guilty party other than your sort of premonitions.
You see, I have been working with Vilius, the professor, and we have not quite found anything, but there is going to be a meeting about it tonight in the teacher's lounge at the Bibliopex.
I see. Okay.
What is curious is once you learn an Oryx signature, it is very easy to find who they are. You see, the way the fractals work in magic, this formula, you will leave a very specific signature, like your handwriting, like on a chalkboard. If we knew who had written the magic formula, we could determine who then, through the handwriting, is the culprit. I could give you a copy of the formula if you would like, and the color or the way the handwriting is shaped. You could compare it to regular handwriting and perhaps find some sort of. I should tell the teachers this. Goodbye.
I would be very interested in getting that.
And he turns and starts walking away. Oh yes, sorry. And he has his little satchel, opens it up, pulls out a whole ass pie. Oh, hold this.
Okay.
Pulls out a whole
Yeah,
ass little
pie?
chicken. This is my pet. His name is Steven. Hold him. Thank you.
Is that a V or PH?
It's with a PH because we are gentlemen.
Of course.
And then he pulls out a blank paper and he casts a spell on it. The paper that he hands you is blank. Hold it to the fire and it will show you. It will have a chemical reaction, but it will only last for the next 8 hours. Come on, Stephen. And you could keep the apple pie. I made it. I imagine my
Thank
mom, if I had one, would make me apple pie, so I made them. Okay, bye.
Well, thank you very much.
Okay,
Take care.
bye.
And he
My apple.
walks away. He has to like duck underneath light fixtures that are glowing with like low arcane magic. Don't forget to tell the girls that are in your class. I cannot go in there. Bye.
Bye.
Would you like
Apple's
to go
great.
get them, Skylar?
Will do.
I mean, can we just knock on the door and be like, "Yo,
I mean, that's what I was going to do.
come on
anyway,
out."
so
You can call them on our devices.
Before we leave, I would like to discuss something in private with the rest of the group.
Okay.
With like all of us once we have the girls, or
Yes,
okay.
preferably here where hopefully there are no ears to hear what has to be said.
Okay. Meanwhile, across the way, there's a little bit of roleplay before you boys get there. Lorelai, you were asking about the puppy.
Yes.
pit.
Yes.
Continue.
She'll look at Helen and be like, Okay, I just want to make sure. Are these is the puppy figurative and it's actually something really bad, like like an actual punishment, or is it just a figure of speech?
The puppies are the most evil, singular force of malice and destruction on the planet.
Inside check.
Lorelai, they're just puppies, but don't tell anybody that.
Listen.
There's also a kitten room.
Okay, so how is it that people just get in trouble specifically so they can go into these rooms? I'm under the impression if it's a punishment, people don't want to go in there.
Right, but Professor Poe, he's nice. He knows that learning magic is hard.
I just don't understand where the punishment word comes in.
The puppies do sometimes get really excited and pee on you and ruin your uniform, so you have to wash it.
I guess depending on the person, that could be a punishment. Listen, I just can't be careful. I come from a place where if something is called a punishment, they're not joking.
I don't think he's joking.
Sorry, it cut out. Could you say it again?
I don't think he's joking. I think he's being real. I think it's a real punishment.
Okay,
I've been in there a lot
I'm
of
thoroughly
times.
confused. And do you feel punished?
Yeah.
Or do you
Every
feel
time
like
I
it
have
was
to
a
leave it and go back to class.
Oh,
Oh, I see.
That's the kicker.
This entire school is completely backwards, and I'm still not sure what is going
It's
on.
the best school in the multiverse.
Yes.
The locker door opens.
I don't know what you expected. Cookie? Oh wait, I wasn't there. Sorry.
The locker door opens and Kihojo steps through. And she beelines it for the
Oh.
showers.
All right. Well, should we get changed?
Let me put it this way, Lorelai, and she starts changing. If you mess up multiple times, then your time out in the puppy pit lessens, and you don't want that. So, you gotta do good so you can get in trouble when you do get in trouble and go to the puppy pit for 30 minutes. That's why I do the hamster ball
No.
instead of just punching steady in their stupid fat head.
I'll keep that in mind.
2, 3, 4. She's like aggressively changing.
Okay. Thank you for the information, I guess. Is this locker room just like, okay, get changed, or are there like changing rooms?
There's changing rooms, but Taylin's just right out there in the open. She's got cute matching bra underwear set, like typical anime cotton. And she is glancing at you like she can't wait to see what underwear you wear. That, you know, how girls sometimes connect over.
Oh gosh. Oh no. Social pressure.
Yeah.
What does Taylin do if Lorelai grabs her stuff and starts heading towards a changing room?
Nothing really. Her ears flick down like, oh, dang it. Yeah.
Give me a minute. Let me roll something. When I can't make a decision, he definitely goes into a changing room.
Okay. You hear when Kihojo gets out of the shower and changes, and Taylin's like, hey, good job out there. And Kihojo's like, huh, thanks. So, how are you guys doing? Huh? Good. Oh, you mean my friends? Yeah, your friends. I have friends. Yes, I'm asking if your friends are okay, Taylin. I have friends that you're asking me about. Because I have friends. Yes. Are they okay? Yeah, they're my friends. They're pretty good. They're pretty cool people. And that's about the point that you step out. Completely changed. Dalen's like leaning up against the locker. She is so tiny in comparison to Kihojo that both of them, Kihojo is very, held herself in quite a feminine waifu way. I don't know how to describe it. It's elegant.
Mm-hmm.
And Taylon's
No,
like,
I get it.
Taylon's literally trying to pull a Nim and is like standing in a way that's just like feigned, I'm casual and I'm everybody's friend. I'm a good guy. Right? But it's like, but it's not like skeevy or cunning or it's just Taylon with her
She's
hands
copying.
in like her, short pockets, leaning back, like, yeah, I have friends. That's right. And Lorelai's
She'll just-
one of my friends.
Yes, that is correct. And she'll open up her locker to put her stuff away.
Good.
I resent
Oh, you resent? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I resent the implication of skeevy. I've been nothing but nice.
It's true. It's true. You have been. But Kihojo does take a moment. Lorelai, could I ask you a more serious question?
Of course.
I'm just
What is it?
when she looks at Talon. What do you mean? She's my friend. I should be able to be here too. It's a private question, Talon. 1, 2, 3, and she like stomps out of the locker room. 5, 10,
I'll-
11.
I'll follow you in just a moment, Taylin.
Door
And
closes.
she just looks at Kihojo, curious.
Your father. And she says it like she's testing the waters.
I know I barely like said anything, but can I test? Can I insight her?
So you're
I'm
gonna
trying-
test back.
I'm
So
trying to
she's
figure-
inciting you, you're inciting her.
Yep.
Perfect. Go ahead and roll it.
Pretty much. Okay.
By the way, Kihojo critical on her inside of you.
Nice. Well, I got a 12, so my insight would be a 18. How does insight of an insight of each other work?
You're crossing the streams.
Yeah, she doesn't want to offend you, but she's filled with burning curiosity. You saw
Okay.
the familiarity between her and Havelock. And yeah.
I guess the biggest thing for Lorelai would be, is there any ill intent
You think it's
whatsoever?
No, it seems more like curiosity. And she's watching you for any signs of offense or worry.
I mean, regardless. Well, okay. How? Hold up. Let me do a check within myself. Okay. Lorelai will. She's serious, but she's not stiff about it. And actually, I don't know if this would be a perception or an insight, but she wants to make sure there is nothing weird going on in the, like, if there's people in the room, she'll even do a detect magic if she needs to make sure that there's no listening
With
ears.
her insight, Kihoja's like, it's just us. She natural 20. You're okay. I wouldn't have brought it up if there was other people in the room.
How do you know? That's not supposed to be well known.
So a card was played in chat, so Kihojo has to yell. So, anyways. I don't really know why. I just felt very strongly that I should check on you and him, as he is the professor that has taken me under his wing here in Strixhaven. I'm so sorry. I must be incredibly nervous to be yelling at you like this. Sorry.
It's quite alright. Listen. I appreciate the concern. I will be honest with you. I didn't even know about the relationship until last night.
I shouldn't speak for him, but I am quite fond of him. more like a father figure than anything. It's nothing weird. I just... He didn't know you existed until today.
I didn't know he... Well, obviously I knew that he existed, but I didn't understand the connection until yesterday. So I have a strange feeling we're both a little raw of emotions of the discovery.
If you need anything, someone to talk to, or... I would love to be here for you. If you would allow it. I don't want to overstep my bounds, or... and she kind of wrings her hands together, and you can see that she's a little bit trying to make herself small. I'm sorry,
There's no...
I'm completely overstepping.
there's-
It's not even my family.
Lorelai will actually get a little closer, and she'll lean in and she'll be like, "There's no need to make yourself smaller. It's all right."
That makes her blush a little. Maybe I could get your number, or you get mine, and maybe we could hang out sometime.
I would much appreciate that. And she'll actually hold out her hand as if like I can put my numbers in.
Okay, she rifles through her duffel bag really quick and then pulls out her atlas, and it's actually got these really pretty sakura blossoms on the cover that she like stickers and gems.
Okay, hold up. If you want to, Kyojo could roll an insight on Lorelai's reaction to that. It's so small, but if you want to try and get it.
Sure. That is a 17.
Yeah, that works. Kyojo sees a little glimmer in her eyes when she sees the phone, but doesn't say anything as she grabs it and just starts putting in her information.
When you go to hand Kihojo back the phone, Kihojo's got several clear stickers of sakura blossoms that she's holding out to you. If you wanted to decorate your phone, I like bedazzling things.
For me?
Yeah, and she can't really meet your gaze, but she's holding them out to you.
Okay, yeah, Lorelai will take them. And she will put them in her bag. In fact, she'll even pull out a little box and put the stickers inside of them and close the box and put it back into her bag.
Okay, and that's the point that Taylin opens the door and is like, "Hey, Lorelai, there's PB Pack business we have to take care of right now."
We.
Give me a moment.
Yeah.
I'll be there shortly.
Right? I did it right, Skyla? That was what I was supposed to do?
Yeah. Good job.
She gives thumbs up with her big toe bean paws. Cool. And she shuts the door.
Thumbs up in return.
Awkwardly, Kahojo
She'll
stands.
turn-
You literally come up, like, her midsection. Like, you're little. You're very
Yep.
tiny. And she's just this athletic Amazonian. I'll let you get back to your friends.
Kyojo?
Yes?
When you do have a moment, I would love to spend some time with you.
Does make her flush a bit, and she gets a small smile. It's hard to really delineate what it means.
No, just camping.
I look forward to it. And then she nods, smiles, and her smile is brilliant, but you notice she's got little fangies on the bottom and top. And then she gives you a really cute tilt of the head smile and leaves. Like, she steps around the locker and, like, is headed for the exit, the back exit of the locker room.
Lorelai will actually take a moment before she goes there. She's gonna pull out her little box and she's gonna look at the little flowers. And oh my gosh, she almost cries. Almost. You can see it well up a little bit. And her hands even like shake a little bit. Her hands are actually a little sweaty, but she just holds on to them and looks at them. And then she'll put them back in her little box, put it away, take a deep breath, and then we'll go meet the others.
Okay. And as all of you are converged, I think it's up to the players if you want to RP through this, because Nim does need to go to sleep for IRL life work. So it's up to you if you guys want to end here. So I think that's a pretty potent scene to end on.
There's
Yeah.
something important.
I think.
No? Yeah? Okay.
Or if you guys want to RP out this scene and then end. Choice is yours.
I'm okay with this scene.
Okay,
If y'all want to do that.
Sounds good.
I'm down.
All right.
Okay. So then I'm going to have all of you roll an insight as the last thing on Lorelai, because emotions like that are difficult in a pinch to box away like you did those little stickers.
Oh, snap. Oh no, August.
I perceive with my big eyes.
What your elven eyes see, August?
So August,
They're
you
taking the hobbits and Nasicard.
the rest of the boys, no clue. But August,
Nope.
Perfect.
you are potently aware. Like so aware it's almost like precognition. You're like, this girl might have had a girls kissing moment potential sort of thing. Just kidding. You have a something very emotional and touching. Something that's tilted Lorelai's axis just a little bit has happened. And you don't know who was in there with her, or if it was just her, but you take notice. It's something, it's an expression, it's a look on Lorelai's face. It's like hope. And it's tiny, August. It's the littlest, smallest thing. But it's there. And that's where we're going to end.
Okay.
Oh.
So good. You got a cute scene
Yeah.
and said he
Got
wanted to
other
beat the
things?
shit out of me.
We had two very different scenes.
Yup.
One thing in common: sexual tension.
Two very different.
Very different.
Oh shit, that's funny.
Good
Game,
job,
everyone.
everybody.
Yeah.
Solid
Yeah.
stuff.
What time is it
Then we
in the
get to talk
world
about
at the moment?
serious stuff
It's 11
Like-
p.m. here.
for three of us.
No. In game.
Oh, in game, I can tell you. It's 3 p.m. in game.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, and then